with Eel, episode 572. Hopefully, you guys have had a great day. I've got a great guest for you tonight. Uh, Blinded by Light. You want to tell us how you're doing, and of course, where they can find you, my friend?
Yes, sir. My name is Blinded by the Light. That's my handle on Instagram. If you're chatting with me or whatever, you can call me Smitty. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram, and I got other ones, but for the weed nerds, it's on Instagram for sure.
Right on. So, how you doing today, my friend? And thank you for coming to hang out.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I'm doing killer, dude. It's been a good day. Just got to hang out with the girlfriend for a while and did some shopping and went by the pipe store, got a new piece. Um, yeah, no, it's just been a real chill day today. So kind of had the day off and
Right
stuff.
on.
So
So, are you a glass collector, or you just replacing a broken piece?
now, definitely a glass collector. My brother and I have been collecting them. I mean, so ever since I was little, I would buy a piece, I'd use it and give it to him because he's like a master cleaner, man. He gets that shit spick and span. So he kind of collects them all. I just keep buying them and setting them up.
It's not too bad of a deal, really. For
I just got this.
either.
Yeah, yeah. I just got this piece today. It's got the glycerin in the sides and then the bowl. So you put it in the freezer and keeps it nice and cool instead of putting ice in your bong and whatnot. I don't know if you can see the glycerin in it, but
So
it's pretty cool.
no water, no
Yeah,
water. Just
yeah.
is it or
It's got water, so you just put it in the freezer without water, and then when you're ready to use it, you just add water, and then it does the pretty much what it would do if you put ice in your bong, basically. But
right
it's
on,
cool,
right
cool
on.
little piece. Hell yeah, I like how it's in the bowl too. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. Little $100
Looks
pipe.
cool. Hell yeah!
How you doing tonight?
I, I'm doing pretty good, my friend. Thank you for
Hell yeah.
asking.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
sitting here breaking down some Milkman Empire
Nice.
Breeding Co.
Hell yeah.
What you
That's cool.
smoking on? I see you fired up a cone.
Yep. I got these pink cones, but some homegrown I grew, some Irie genetics. This was the lemon sunrise. So that's that. But um, speaking of strains, I wanted to give a shout out to the American one, dude. I grew those Amy's Aces and that Godiva, man. That shit was fire, bro. Thank you. So
Man, Amy has gotten around. Shout
hell yeah,
out to
dude.
Tal for spreading the love, man. That is pretty awesome.
Hell yeah. I just popped some more just this couple weeks, like about a week ago. So getting those ready for outdoor season.
I haven't seen her run outdoors. What was it? There was one of them. Tanaze. Tanaze Gardens ran outdoor. It wasn't Amy, but he run one of the other. I think it was Godiva. He run outdoors.
Dude,
It was phenomenal.
that shit turned like the leaves were almost black, dude. Like a dive outdoor. It was crazy. It turned hella purple.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of good genetics floating around right now. That's
For
for
sure.
sure.
Definitely.
The best thing I like about kind of the state of some of the genetics right now is right now, like you said, in your garden right now, you got some Irie genetics in there. You got a little bit of fucking American one shit in there.
Yep.
Fucking
Some Gorilla
shit that
Glue
isn't
Skittles.
necessarily the hype. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
isn't, what everybody's chasing. I like to see the variety in people's gardens. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Now, like for me, I mean, it's always fun to get like that rare strain or whatever that rare variety. But you know, I like to be able to conversate with my friends about each other's grows, and like, being able to, being the only person growing that strain, it must suck just to get information on it. I don't know. So
I look, I kind of, that is a good thing if you can get some, but a lot of times does it really apply to, your environment in general, what you got going, so you're gonna make your way either way with that strain. The thing I like about the individuality or the everybody growing different shit is when you get together. You know what I mean? It isn't here's my Gorilla Glue. Here's my Gorilla Glue. You know what
yeah.
I mean? And
Hmm.
that's all you smoke all day. It should be when
Yeah.
you come to an event, man. It should be a bouquet of smells, man.
Yeah.
Taste. You
Hell
know
yeah.
what I mean?
I got you.
I think it should be just like the blind cat blinded by the light, man. He's got that lemon, man. I can't wait for him to get here. That shit's fire, man. There should be something in your garden besides you that they're looking for when you come. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
hope he's got that, man. I ain't had that shit since the last time I seen him.
Yeah. No doubt.
Uh,
For
I
sure.
think there's something cool in that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we got to start from the beginning. Can't just pop right in the middle here, brother.
Yeah, I got you.
When was the first time, man? When was the first time either you seen or used cannabis, whichever came first?
Oh man. Um, I remember, man, like being in diapers, dude, just carrying around a bottle, helping my grandma and my dad in their gardens. Like, I mean, I've been exposed to it my entire life, and uh, I mean, I didn't smoke until I was a teenager or preteen or whatever. But I've been helping dad trim, helping bring in plants and helping dad water and mix soil, and since I could walk. So, and my grandma, she used to grow it all over her property, and she would just give the weed to my dad and my uncles and aunts and cousins, and she would just say how beautiful of a plant it was, and that's I got my first knowledge from her. I think just talking about how pretty it is, and I was so interested in the garden after she said, "Don't go over there." You know what I mean? So um, after she said don't go over there basically is like piqued my interest, and then once I got over there and just saw with some plants, I mean I guess I had to go with it or something. I don't know, it piqued my interest too, I guess. Like, I don't know, she was right, it is a beautiful plant, and she would always preach about the beneficial effects and the fucking government this and that and how it's illegal, and it's just a bunch of propaganda bullshit. But just I don't know. I just remember speaking with her about it as a really, really young child, and then just being involved in my dad's grow till I was, got the okay to finally do it myself. So, um, yeah, I guess your answers from my grandma, and I mean, I think I could walk around. I think I was walking before I was talking, and as soon as I was walking, I was in that garden. So, haven't been out since.
I can appreciate that, man.
Hell yeah.
Uh, so were they somewhat open about what the plant was, or were they just kind of, that is a pretty special plant, you know?
Um, I mean, we always wanted, like, we'd get kicked out of the room when they were smoking, like when my dad would smoke and he'd have his friends over or whatever, my mom, and then I don't know. So like they didn't smoke it around us, but once we got the interest and they knew that we were experimenting with it already, then they kind of just, but yeah, it was well open. I mean, bongs on the table. I think I bought my dad's bong was like the centerpiece on the table for like 10 years. So like, yeah, they're open to a point, like where they did it and then they didn't try to hide it, and it wasn't like a taboo thing to do. You know what I mean? Like a bad thing. So um, once they knew we were messing around with it, I guess, you know, it was cool. Well, on that side of the family anyway. So, you know, everybody's got that person in their family that is total anti-weed, or did anyway. I don't know, maybe not anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's still one. I'm sure there's still some.
But
But I can honestly appreciate the openness, to be honest with you. I've said very publicly that it's kind of like a shaming thing. You know what I mean? It's honestly better for us in a lot of ways than cigarettes would ever be, but yet
100%.
you don't hide and stigmatize the cigarette. You know what I mean?
For
And
sure.
when you do, you're kind of sending that message that, you know, how can you call it medicine, but I'm gonna run around the corner and smoke, and you know what I mean? That sends the message that, in my mind, that there's already something wrong with what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. 100%, dude. I mean, I have a I have a 10-year-old son, and I've, you know, treated it the same way because I honestly think that, you know, the way that I grew up around, whether it's growing or smoking or whatever, like you're saying, not hiding it is the way to go. You know, so I did the same thing with my son, and my son, you know, he doesn't want anything to do with it. He doesn't want to be. He's not against it or anything like that. You know, he's okay with everybody else is smoking, but he's 10. But you know, I started smoking shortly after that, so I just figured he'd be somewhat interested, or because, you know, I used to always like smelling it, you know, outside the door when my dad had the door closed, and I just always loved the smell of weed before it was, you know, harvested, and after you're smoking it, and just, I mean, gotta love them Turks, man. I mean, I don't know. I just always have been infatuated with the smell of it. So, um, and so I've never hidden it from my son at all. I don't know. I think that's the way to go. But he will. Anybody asks about it, he says, you know, that's my dad's medicine. Um, you know, he knows what it's all about. I've taught him it all, like, you know, the ins and outs about it and why we do it, and you know, it's a medicine. So it's he has a he's like, oh, cool, you know, like whatever, you know, but just I don't know. It's hard. I'm trying to like describe his reaction. It's really nothing. He just doesn't even care. Like, it's just cool, Dad. That's your thing, you know. So, and
And again, I can appreciate that, man. I did the same approach with my children as well, and same reaction, same reaction all through school. It once what that's what I wanted to hear. You know what I mean? I wasn't beating the drum or anything else. I ain't never gonna do it. I don't like it. Good, good.
yeah,
Yeah, great, great. You know what I mean? You know, as they got older and shit, some do, some don't. You know, they're fucking in their 20s now. If they want to, go ahead. If they don't want to, I'm still not beating the drum. You
yeah,
know what I mean? But I guess quietly, I was hoping, especially I've said this before, because they were girls, I was hoping like when they went to that party that they weren't supposed to be at, if they were offered the choice, you know what I mean? I was hoping
yeah,
they would take the cannabis over the alcohol,
yeah.
if any, you know what I mean? So
No doubt.
so when was your first time? That leads us up to when was your first time?
Hell yeah. Um, shit. I think I was like 12, and I was with Blind Cat 420, and we went out to you heard this story last week, but we went out to some place, and the mountains of San Francisco, like right before San Francisco, and like mountains of Marin or whatever. And we used to go to school out there, and I grew up with that man. Like, he's a good dude, man. Blind cat. Dude, shout out, boy. No, he told me to give him a shout out. So anyway, we rolled out there with like this field trip of all these blind kids, because I'm legally blind, and I'll probably tell you that story in a minute, definitely. But we rolled out to this camp spot, dude, and it was beautiful, man. There was like waterfalls and lakes, or not lakes, but like little swimming holes, you know, from the waterfalls, and we were camping it up, and we ended up blazing it up with one of the counselors that went with us, dude. It was off the hook, dude. Like, one of the guys that was, supposed to be watching us. But yeah, we were like mature kids, man. I don't know. Fucking, we were kicking it with the old folks, blazing it up at fucking 12 and 13. I don't know. But that was the first time I got high. I definitely smoked a few times before that, and just, you know, didn't know how to hit it quite yet. And, I mean, I was 12 years old, so I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. But anyway, back to the story. So we got super ripped and smoked joints. Dude had pre-rolled joints of whatever the fuck it was in this Altoids case, and we're just like, whatever. It could have been fucking bark, and we wouldn't have cared. We were just smoking with the old folks, you know. So we got so ripped, man, and James was fucking. Oh shit! I said his name. Not my bad. My buddy, Blind Cat. he was. I was helping him back to the tent, and he lost his contacts, and it was just a mess. But we were like hallucinating almost, man. We could hear like coyotes howling at the moon, or wolves or something, man. And he like lost his contact, and I helped him find it, and I found like I don't know, something. And he's like, I was like, is it Smooshy? And he like couldn't stop laughing, and I don't know, it was a good time, dude. It was one of those times where you just say something stupid and everybody starts laughing to the point where they stop breathing. You know what I mean? It was a giggly. Oh man, you know, we were 12 and we still remember it and talk about it all the time. So we'll never forget it for sure.
I love them giggly sessions, man. I wish I'm still, for me, man, I remember that to be like a good time, probably Northern Lights-ish back then, but didn't have really a name as far as we knew it. But man, that shit, same, man. If I could find that shit, I love being happy. Why wouldn't you grow something that you could hardly keep a straight face with? I'd
Yeah,
be
dude.
smoking that shit all day long. You'd be right now be going, come on, man, take me serious. Damn it.
Yeah. Man, our face hurt so bad like the next day, and like our stomach muscles and shit, and what, just convulse laughing, man. Like, I don't know. It was one of those times, dude. Anything I could compare it to now, it'd be like a mild shroom high, man. We were fucking just going for it, laughing, man. It was fucking funny and shit. Over some dumbass shit as contact, and that me asking, I don't know. It was just, you had to be there kind of thing, but we'll never forget it. You know what I mean? I just hung out with that guy, dude, Blind Cat, and Johnny Candacy, dude. They came out to my house in Arizona, and we hung out for a few days and barbecued and drank a bunch of good whiskey and fucking had a little shindig. It was cool. Shout out to those guys.
Good time.
Hell yeah.
I think it's awesome when the community gets to shorten or make it a little bit smaller world, if you will, man. That shit's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate what you're doing here, dude. Fucking doing a good job with your show, dude.
Appreciate you saying that, man. I'm just trying to fucking do what anybody else do, try to keep everybody together, man. I actually I started doing seeds for a long time. I used to love the events, but I started doing seeds. I started meeting a lot of people, and I started being cannabis, and started going, man,
Hell yeah.
there's a little bit more to each of us, than cannabis. I want to dig a little deeper. And little did I know, as I sat there and talked to it was old man Hermit conversation with that day. Uh, that I know it ended up turning into this type of shit. Man. I love hearing everybody's stories, man. The community's awesome, man. And that's what more or less I'm hoping to do like this, man, is fucking make it, like I said, a little bit shorter, man. I think it's fucking awesome to see Vegas there, getting a little bit smaller, fucking seeing people meet each other, fucking hang out, man. I love events, man. Springtime through fall, best time of the year, man. Events, as many as I can hit. Last year I got a little lazy, but this year I'm bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I definitely haven't hit any events in the last couple of years, but I did buy a big property, so I've just been building up this property and putting up some greenies and greenhouses and mixing soils, and I'm just starting to experiment a little bit with my own breeding and whatnot. But not quite there. I just now got I wanted to get a couple good indoor runs in, and then I got real tied up in my outdoor. So just got busy, you know what I mean? So now I got a little bit of time, so I'm gonna mess around a little bit myself. Doing the breeding,
Muted. So I guess we should keep the story going.
Yeah.
Where we left off and move ahead there. So what happened after the first time? Did it turn into an everyday, once a week, once a month?
Nah, no.
Where did you progress from there?
Definitely not. I just kind of just went with like doing occasions and reasoning, because I started I started wrestling when I was 13, and I wrestled all through high school and for many years. So that was my thing, dude. That's all I did. I'm a 2-time state champion wrestler, and yeah, I don't know. That's what I did in high school, was just wrestle, and junior high and
Fucking
sixth grade.
Super respectable, man. Me too. All the way through. 145 is where I mained throughout high school there. All the way through, varsity. But fuck yeah, man, that's pretty awesome. But I tended to smoke, but to each their own. I'm not a double-time state champion like yourself. I mean, so I can respect that. Well, wait, you're kind of a big guy. Where were you at?
I was 152 at the time, and then 145s.
Nice.
At the time. So first 145, then at 152s. And I also did like Greco-Roman and freestyle, and I mean, dude, I was good, man. I never got pinned. I wrestled for 6 years before I detached my retina the first time, and then I had to quit for a few years and recover from that, and yeah. So I went blind like one time on the mat. Like I was at practice, and then I went home and I went to bed, and I woke up the next day blind, and then I had to have a surgery that time. But well, I'll get more into that later. But up until that point, that was my senior year of high school. So from 6th grade, I started doing freestyle. And then in 7th, I did, wrestled at my school, and then did freestyle in the summer. And then 8th grade, I did school, I wouldn't call it collegiate wrestling, but that's basically what it is. It's like, but for junior high kids, at the junior high, I wrestled, and then I did freestyle and Greco-Roman that year. And then I was varsity my freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. And then at practice, my senior year, I detached my retinas for the first time. And then went through many surgeries after that. I've detached my retinas 8 times, and had to have surgery to get my retinas, reattached. And for that surgery, what they do is they go into your eye, they drain the fluid, they like tack weld laser basically your retina back up to the inside of the wall of your eye, and then they fill your eye with this gas that's like 10 times lighter than helium, so it like raises up like helium does. And so where your retina is on your eye is like the back of your eye, so you got to be face down while that gas presses up on your retina. But that takes you got to stay like that for 16 weeks. And for each surgery that you got to have a retinal reattachment. And I've done that fucking 8 times, dude. I've been face down for like fucking 3 years or 2 years of my life or something like that. A little over 2 years or something. Just fucking on a massage table, fucking posted up. You got the little hole in the fucking massage table, you can fucking fit a bong right underneath that, and you just lay there and fucking recover. So that kind of ended my wrestling career, but I did practice a little bit in college with the team, and did sports medicine and physical therapy and adaptive physical education. I was an assistant for a physical therapist, and so I mean, while I'm face down for those surgeries, I'm blind, but once they reattach my retina, then I can somewhat see. You know what I mean? It gets a little worse. It gets a little worse after every surgery, but that's not the reason that I'm legally blind. I was born with congenital cataracts and had those removed when I was a week old, and they never put lenses back into my eyes, so I don't have lenses in my eyes like everybody else does. You're born with lenses in your eyes, and I had those taken out, and so I just rock it with contacts to compensate, and glasses, and yeah, that's my blind story. So,
oh man, that sucks to hear you.
Shout out to all the blindies, man.
Shout out. Cheers to you guys, man. That sucks because wrestling that's one of them things, man. It's in you. I wrestled 4th grade on, same thing, freestyle, Greco-Roman. Weekends always at fucking tournaments and shit. Fucking, it's just a part of you. It's who you are. And to see it happen to you, having to give it up for something like that, especially when you win to that type of level, man. You get double state, get into the nationals. Fucking, that's a whole nother ball game right there. You're walking with your head pretty fucking high.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. It's hard, like when you talk to people that have no idea about wrestling at all, it's not, but yeah, talking to you, you know what I mean? You appreciate that shit. And yeah, no, it was like one of my greatest achievements for sure, man.
It should be.
Yeah, it was a crazy time.
That's one of them great things, man. It's an individual, but a team sport. You're working for the greater good, but there ain't nobody but you out there on the mat.
Dude, that's what's up, dude. I love that too. Dude, I would love to wrestle you, bro. That would be amazing. Set it up. Just for fun, No, just kidding.
Right on. I'm always down. I try
Hell
to
yeah.
this day, man, from that type of, childhood. I still try to keep in shape, man.
Hell
I
yeah. No, I
still
could tell, man. You're doing good.
oh thanks, bro. Man, but them were good times, man. But when you that's I man, I should shit you not, man. When you're telling the story and then you started talking about your retinas there, I immediately started to wonder if it wasn't from wrestling in a different aspect as far as like cutting weight, not eating right. Man, I don't know about you, but hit that. I've lost 5 pounds in a couple of days, man. Fucking vinegar. I still drink. I was drinking vinegar back in high school to shed weight, and I didn't even know why. I grew up later, fucking learning that apple cider vinegar had a ton of good uses and shit. Here I'm using it as a dietary aid way back then, but sleeping in garbage bags,
Yeah.
there's a lot of ways that we could have been
Uh,
fucking with our health, that
I
much
seen,
less
I watched all of
fuck
it.
with our something like that.
I've seen them
Sorry,
all do it,
brother.
man. No worries, man. I've definitely seen all the different ways, man. But I've only had to cut weight one time, and that was just because if we didn't fill all the slots, like we would, I don't know, if we didn't fill all the slots, our whole team forfeited, So I had to fill that weight slot. But any other time, man, there's I never had to worry about my weight just because my teammates had to worry about my weight and where I was. If you know what I mean. Like
I
no nobody wanted to
sadly
nobody wanted to wrestle me, so like I don't know. I hate bragging about it or talking about it because I feel like I'm bragging, but I was pretty badass, man.
should you shouldn't fight, man. You're fucking that's a huge accomplishment, man. Feel free to brag about that shit.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I was on the other dime of that, man. Uh I'm good. I've always been good, but I had to cut weight to fucking make startup because the cat that I followed was a 4-time state champ, national twice champ, uh,
damn.
Mr. Roy Hall, if you know who he is, if you've ever heard of him. He wrestled 145, and he's actually the coach from our high school these days, just pumping out
Nice.
champions.
Nice,
So
dude.
getting
That's awesome.
around him was like fucking getting around a brick wall. Even back then, it wasn't like you guys like yourself, we didn't want to wrestle you, man. You guys were just that good, man. You're like training and coaches back then. You know what I mean? Every day was school, like it or not, man. If you wanted that spot, you had to be schooled, son.
Yeah. We
So,
yeah,
that's awesome, man.
we did like
I
you remember the old power mans where they start at the low weight and they keep wrestling until they lose and it's just the next man up, you know what I mean? Until you get to the
yeah.
heavyweights and 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 then the coaches are at the end and then the coaches usually finish, whatever person, because of the coaches, they're the badasses. Like I got my coach a couple times, man. I'm just saying, maybe twice, dude. But I got him. I got him twice, dude. It was amazing. I don't know. It was good times, dude. I miss it for sure. But like you said, man, it's also it's it's about you have teammates too, But I don't know. It's it's kind of like I don't even get it. It's cool though. I love having that teammate aspect of it, but also you're the spotlight for a minute too. Like everybody
Turn
gets
the
their spotlight
page.
out there. Yeah, yeah. Next person up. Next
You're
person up.
it's kind of funny that I say that because that was my song, and it's the same guy that sings that song also sings. Oh, that's a different guy, Blinded by the Light. But Bob Seger, that's who I always kind of listen to on the tour bus. That fucking turn the
On
page.
a
That's the
long
best
and
way I could
lonesome
always.
highway. Hell yeah.
That that's what it is, man. Man, you show up from town to town, man. You get under them lights, you do what you gotta do, and back on that bus, man.
He's got the fucking saxophone. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's good stuff, man.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
So I do also respect the fact that you didn't let inner cannabis kind of cloud the dream there. So
Yeah.
that's respectful.
Yeah.
I actually can I like I'll tell you another little story if you want to listen. I hate
For
to cut
sure.
in on your hour, but this kind of relates back to the sport in cannabis. Uh, I fucking as good as I was in wrestling, I kind of got fucked. Not necessarily by cannabis itself, but by guilty by association.
Yeah.
So there was other guys on the team that also fucking partied but didn't take the sport as seriously as I did. I was always one that tended to ride that line between half jock, half fucking
Yeah.
stoner. You
Dude,
know what I mean? I was able to bridge that gap. Not too many people can, but I was able to do that. And so senior year, fucking scouts are coming to look and shit. And my coach actually fucking shunned off Michigan State from kind of looking at me any deeper because he kind of thought that the kids that I was hanging out with, I was also doing the same things they were doing. And it may come back to reflect on the school if I were to happen to move on to that in particular school later in life, which nothing was even further from the truth, but nonetheless screwed my ride to Michigan State. I've always, I seen
yeah.
that cat later in life and he was working at a lumber yard. And I fucking, as he sat there and loaded my truck and I own my own business, I kind of thought, we're even.
Yeah.
We're even,
No doubt.
fucker. But yeah. So again, I can respect you a lot for
Hell yeah.
keeping the two separate.
That's 100% like what happened to me, dude. Like my junior year, that's when I first started like really getting more stoned more often, getting more stoned more often for sure. Yeah, I said that right. That was awesome. So you like, and then by my senior year, like I don't know, but um, that's that's when I detached my retinas for the first time, and basically they said it was because um, that it was good that I started smoking early. This is what my doctor told me, because from my very first surgery when I was born, I had developed glaucoma, and because I would smoke um, as a preteen and as a teen, and I say occasionally, but that's like in the evenings. That's what occasionally, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I guess I smoked a couple times a week, or I don't know, maybe 3, 4 times a week. That's what I call occasionally. That's kind of what I did through high school, and just like a bowl a day or something. I don't know. I wasn't stoned all the time or nothing, but I was wrestling. But compared to like what we smoke now, like I think we smoke all the time now, or I do anyway. So um, like all throughout the day, morning, noon, night. You know what I mean? Like any chance I get throughout the day, I'll take a minute and take a couple rips or take a dab or whatever. So, but because I just smoked uh, a minimal amount when I was a teenager, I guess it kept my retinas in check enough for me to wrestle for those few years, which I appreciate that. But um, there was a point my senior year where I basically stopped smoking because I was starting wrestling, and I wanted my clear my lungs up, or you know everybody says it makes them feel like they're lazier, so I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna just stop, so it might help me not be so lazy. But I didn't feel like I was lazy anyway. But anyway, um, so we I stopped smoking for a minute, and then that's in that period of time, like 2 weeks after I quit for about 2 weeks, and my retina detached for the first time. So that's when I found out I had glaucoma for the first time, is when, they did the retinal surgery and all that. So now I have to smoke in order to like keep my retinas in check. My doctor says I got like the eyes of a 95-year-old man. So like, if I take a hit to the head real hard, or, uh, you know, um, bump my head really good or something, I don't know, like I could easily detach my retina again. And so, but also the glaucoma is the pressures of your eyes. So, um, an average person, we'll just call it PSI pressure, the average person has about like 15 PSI in their eye of pressure. And mine average in like the 30s and 40s. And they've been as high as like 72 PSI. And that was like bulging out of my fucking head, man, like crazy shit. I had to go to the hospital. And but after talking with my doctor and everything, he's like, dude, like if you enjoy smoking pot, fucking keep doing what you're doing, because when you're not, when you're smoking and just doing your, what I do normally now, is, smoke it all throughout the day. So, and that keeps my pressures in check. So whether I like it or not, I'm a weed nerd, man. You know what I mean? Like, like I'm involved in, it's just smart to grow your own, and it's just smart to be knowledgeable about, what you're taking. And, I've, like I said, I've been growing with my grandparents and my dad since I was, knee high to a grasshopper. So, um, yeah, it's just something I have to be involved in now, just because in order to keep my sight, basically. So it's I don't know, it's better than having to like take, some sort of fucking painkiller or some crazy medication to stay alive, like, some people have to take. So, I don't take it for granted, but I I appreciate the vision that I have, and every fucking day that I have vision in the future, because uh, I'm supposed to be blind, says my doctor. Man, he's like, dude, there's fucking nobody I've ever worked on that my eyes just keep holding up after each surgery. So fucking, cheers.
Cheers to that, brother. Fucking, and I also can relate a little bit, just a tiny bit, to the eye pain. And I'm telling you from experience, man. That shit, telling them, I guess. Uh, fucking, that shit's painful, man. That
Yeah,
eye pain is one of the worst pains I have ever fucking come across. I can't imagine how fucking painful your retina coming apart, detaching would have to be. Uh,
dude.
for those of you guys that haven't had eye problems or like an eye breakdown, what that kind of feels like, what light feels like at that point feels like a fucking dagger going through your eye to the back of your skull. It's basically what I can relate that to. So, and not being born like that, I imagine you encountered that pain. And fucking again, shout out to you, man, for multiple times and all that
Yeah,
shit. Ooh, that shit is, my God.
dude.
God.
I got a little story for you from that deal on that eye pain. Fucking my very last surgery that I had was in 2017. Um, and I previous all my previous surgeries, I got all kinds of pain medication and fucking all the good shit, man. The Dilaudid and the fucking more all the different drips, in the hospital, and they would just load me up with all these pain meds to go, because not only was I going to be face down for the next 8 weeks, 16 weeks. Yeah, so 4 months. 4 months at a time. Each surgery, you're down for 4 months. Completely face down. You can't look up. If you look up, it could permanently damage your eyes. So I was like tied down at nighttime, so I couldn't roll over by accident, like in this fucking little hole on a massage table. Just lived on that motherfucker for 4 months at a time. Fucking nuts, dude. I I tried to.
That's focus.
I tell people.
That's the focus, man.
I tried to go down to the jail, man, and see if I could put in for some fucking future crimes, like just because I was gonna be, in segregation already. But they said no. I'm just fucking with you. Like, shit.
Yeah, man, that's the focus right there, man. You gotta be wanting it to not fucking move and shit like that, man.
Nah, it's fucking
So
sucks.
do you
So
are
anyway,
you able
oh,
or
so
do you meditate these days? I mean, with that kind of, being
okay.
able to focus, do you ever take time to like do any kind of meditation?
Fucking wish, man, I should, but no. I've been in like teacher. I've worked in classes as assistants that teach yoga and meditation, and I know the benefits and how how awesome it really is, because I did it during the classes and that I was assisting in and whatnot, and I just I don't know, man. My mind is, I don't know. I'm a strange cat, dude. My mind's always racing, dude. I just can't relax enough when I'm alone and I have to like get into a project or fucking start reading something or researching, or I don't know. I'm just a busy bee. But I got sidetracked on a joke earlier, and I was telling you about my last surgery in 2017, and I did that entire surgery because I did it all pain med free and without anesthesia, because of my prior opiate problem that I developed from all the previous surgeries. So I finally kicked opiates, and like about 8 years ago was the last time I took any, and any prescription pills or anything like that, and my sobriety for those, I told myself I'd never do them again. And I stuck with that for my whole last surgery. I did that without any anesthesia or any opiates or pain medicine. They gave me, I had to take a straight Novocaine, or basically a Novocaine shot to the white of the eye, bro. And then I had to get one put in my tear. I had to get a hollow needle that went in my tear duct around my eye, and that hurt the worst, man. That was like a Q-tip to the dick. That had like all the way had to like go in your tear duct, and basically they just numbed my whole face, and I was awake for the whole surgery. And when they went in there with the laser, bro, all I could hear is like bacon on a griddle, but it was in my head, man. It was nuts, dude. It was just all sizzling in my eye. It was crazy.
Fucking bad. Shout out to you. Huge, super huge respect for you for kicking the opiates, man.
Yeah, bro.
Seriously on that, man. That's my big fight today, still in cannabis, man. I've lost so many people from that shit, fans, family members, man.
Yeah.
Anybody that I can hear that is a victory story, I'm like, yes. Yes.
I definitely made, I was deep, man. And I made it out, bro. And I did it for my son. And, like I promised him I would, and I've never, made a promise so big in my life, dude. Like that was the hardest thing, one of the hardest things I've ever done. You know what I mean? Just kick that shit. And I mean, yeah, I went through like the Suboxone program and fucking I was going to the methadone clinic before that, and that was the dumbest mistake of my life. going to that fucking clinic, but I finally just talked to a doctor. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just don't know, man, that you could just reach out to your doctor, and that's like, you know, that everybody thinks they're gonna get in trouble or fucking get, you know, put in a fucking category, but you know what I mean? Like it is a category, and you know, you're going there to ask for help, you know what I mean? And your doctor will fucking put you in the right direction, at least as far as, you know, whether it's like you need to taper off of it with a lighter medication like I did, you know, that ended up working for me doing a Suboxone program. But fucking I did it, man. You know what I mean? And it's been like 8 years since I've touched any of that shit, and had a very good excuse. I had eye surgery, you know what I mean? I was a perfect excuse to fucking dip back into it, and I fucking made it out. Did that shit. It was cool, man. I'm proud of myself too.
Should be, as you should be.
Yep. It was fucking definitely difficult, but yeah, man. So, you know, cannabis is in my life, whether I like it or not, but luckily I fucking definitely like it. And like just, you know, like I said, appreciate the community that you've created, and that, you know, our boy Subcool has created, and fucking you know, just like that anybody is, you know, like I don't know, just any. I mean, you guys are just one platform, but you guys are a top notch platform, dude. You know what I mean? And you guys are definitely involved, and you know, but like there's communities everywhere, you know, and that's the cool thing is like we all reach out, and wherever we go, and I don't know. I just like what you're doing here, and the people that have been on your show, and everybody that I've talked to has been fucking just top notch, dude. Everybody's been chill and respectful, and you know, I like that whole aspect, and so I'm rocking with you.
It is a bunch of great people in this community.
Hell yeah, man.
It's I got respect for anybody that grows any plants, you know, 1 2 acres. You know what I mean? It's all the same to me. It's all the same love, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just trying to get by.
Sure, man.
So what was the first grow of your own kind of like? And I will wait if you want to hit that badass piece first before you tell the story.
I got to pack it first. Shit. All right, I'll wait. So my first grow was, well, so I got a first indoor grow, and then I have a first outdoor grow. And my first indoor grow was with Blind Cat 420 in my my little fucking laundry room of a like little side, just a little hallway on the side of my house. That this house was built in like 1908. It's like 100 years old at the time, and there's this rinky-dink little shack of a house, and grew in about a 4x8 area, and we were rocking 1,000-watt HPS flap wing flapper, whatever those are, the tube lights with the wing flaps. I don't know what the fuck they're called. We on a light rail, and I don't know. I think we had about 10 or 12 plants in there, and fucking we did good, man. I had a fucking like good airflow, and had the light rail barely moving. It was just kind of rocking back and forth, and I had a flood tray that I would just siphon out. I was doing soil, rocking like Fox Farm, and um, I had the out air went in from this little hallway like into my bedroom, and I had the fucking carbon filter like on in my bedroom, like hanging off my wall. It was badass, dude. Oh man. But damn, I lost my lighter. Hold on one second. Oh, there it is. Nice. And I think I pulled like 2.25 pounds or something like that, and Blind Cat flew out or drove down from Sacramento at the time. I was living in Sonoma County. That's where I grew up, and that's in California, in the Bay Area. And fucking, he drove down with a friend and picked. He hung out for a bit and picked up his shit, and I guess he got or no. I guess he took the Greyhound down and took the Greyhound home and got rolled on the Greyhound smoking weed that I just gave him, and he got his whole stash taken. He just told you that story last week or whenever he was on a week and a half ago. I seen that. It was pretty funny. And but I grew up like on a farm out in Petaluma, California, and like mostly what I grew up growing was outdoor weed and just doing fucking monsters, dude. Fucking Mendo dope style, you know what I mean? Like just some beasts. So my first outdoor grow is like my more impressive grow, which I learned a lot. Me and Blind Cat have been researching for years, just spitting back and forth, and that cat's been helping me out for a long time. Like both of us just we'll grow for a minute and then take a break, and just having that one person that that like has knowledge, like we just bounce shit back and forth all the time, and so I learned a lot growing with him. But doing this outdoor crop, I did it in like a 10 by 30 greenhouse, just one of those like $500 ones off Amazon. And I mean, it wasn't from Amazon at the time, but basically you get the idea. Everybody knows what I'm talking about if I say that. In 60-gallon pots, and I did about like 30 plants, dude, and I got about 20 pounds. So that was like one of my more, first time impressive, like, holy shit, I can actually do this, just, and get enough weight to last me a couple years, or, for personal smoke. if I did that. Yeah. So, I really love growing outdoor in some really good soil, organic, just using good compost and good cover crops and good mulches, and just, what I mean, just rocking it right and doing like live soils and using worms. And that's what I really like doing. I know I could do that indoors too, but I'm balling on a budget. You know what I mean? I got a mortgage, and fucking all I'm doing right now is I'm on disability, and then just rocking my hobbies to just make my own meds, and fucking I got a farm, got chickens, and fucking I'm trying to get a cow, and I don't know, just trying to farm it up, man, and enjoy life. You know what I mean?
That's the dream, isn't it, man? Self-sustainability, living out in the middle of nowhere, kind of doing as much as you can for yourself. I think that's the dream everybody has, bro. Sounds like you're a little bit ahead of the game. Yeah.
So, but like I could lose my I could lose my vision any day, man. It could be could be the last. So like you gotta I try to wake up every day like it's hard, but I try to wake up every day like it's thinking it's my last day that I'm gonna be able to see, and it makes it fun that way, just to like and you respect things a little more and you like don't take shit for granted and you know what I mean? And like try to make it like a good day, even if you know what I mean? Like I'm not dying, but it's like vision is a important sense to have, it's like so I don't know. It's a
It is. It is fucking important to live like that, man. In the second, I kind of talked about that earlier, man, or not tonight, but about a week ago. I was a little deep in and out of the mushrooms, but either way, it's still the same, man. You kind of hear people say, past, present is all happening all at the same moment, and it is, man. Why worry about either? Well, you're supposed to just worry about the moment you're living in right now. You not the past is the past. You can't change that, and you can't count on the future. So appreciate the now. I mean,
no doubt.
I dig it, man. I appreciate your mindset, brother.
Cheers, brother. Well said.
So,
So
what kind of cannabis? What are some of your favorite strains? What's your favorite profiles? What's your favorite terms?
mm, man, I love that like that I haven't seen it for a minute, man, but that purple Urkel, that old school Urkel, man, that fucking just baby purple nug. It's just there's a certain something about it, man. It's like the closest. It's almost like a grape blunt wrap. You know what I mean? Like that just purpley smell. I can't. It's almost. Oh, I can't explain it. You either know it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking
Borderline artificial. Kind of
about. Dude,
sweet grape, almost artificial.
it's so
The
good.
other way I could describe that is like Kool-Aid right out of the pack. Sweet and Kool-Aid right out of the pack. You know what
Yep.
I mean? Just
Hell yeah.
finger in that shit. I think that's what you're describing there. That's what
hmm
I'm picking up.
And I don't eat grape jelly. I noticed this the other day. Like I'll pass on a grape, fruit roll up. I'll pass on a fucking I don't eat grape. I don't even like eating regular grapes. But this shit smells like that artificial grape, but it's fucking it's with the cannabis flavor and the man, I just can't. It's so my mouth salivates when I think about it. Like it's the one, man. I don't know. I mean, I like it all, man. If it's quality,
You
I
ever
mean,
run out Corkle? Corkle's a good one that's
I
right along that flavor profile.
is it. I did some grape stomper and some recently, but there were some auto flowers, and I mean it was good, but it didn't have that like a lot of the auto flower I've noticed like it I don't know if it was just me growing it or whatever, but like it would all fucking look so good, but just the terps weren't there as much as like a regular seed. So I don't know what that's about, but maybe it was just me, but um it was during a pretty hot time of the year, and I was just getting my indoor, so I think it might have been me, but just yeah, I could still smell the what it would smell like, but it just wasn't strong. So I'll definitely write that one down. The Corkle, I've heard of that one, but I haven't grown that one. What I have grown, a lot of train wreck. I mean, shit. All right, here we go. A lot of train wreck. A lot of. I did Northern Lights at a time. I did a Blue Dreams at one time. I did the Purple Urkels. These were all like back in the day ones, like when I lived in Sonoma County. And so we had some Orange Crush at the time. A lot of Cushes, a lot of the Bubba, man, the Bubba from way back, dude. Whew, that was the one. I think I'm pretty positive. So my brother just came across a whole fucking satchel of seeds he's had from like the 90s and 2000s, and he swears that there's Bubbas in there. And I don't know if there's any way to like be sure, but let me tell you this. This is one of the benefits right here of being blind. I'll tell you what. So it's made all my other senses a lot stronger. You know what I mean? I could hear a pin drop and pick it up for you without looking. You know what I mean? You can give me a nug, and if I've smoked it before, I'll fucking tell you that motherfucker. I got like this Pinocchio shit. He fucking doesn't ever forget, man. Like this, oh man, my nose is strong, dude. Like I have really good senses. And so my taste and my smell and my hearing, they're very, very good. So where I'm going with that is like I don't know what it is, but you know, real weed nerds got that computer in their head that just categorizes different strains. You know what I'm saying? And you hold on to those once you've grown them, especially. Like you don't forget that smell, you know. I don't know if you have that or not, but
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
Hell yeah. So just having like that, like going back to that Urkel smell, man, just I'll never forget that. But recently I've grown. I got those sample packs from the American one. So I had the Amy's, the Godiva. It had the cheese quakes in there. It had the what was the Hulk one, whatever that was. I can't remember right now. If you know it, shout it out.
I always forget that third one because I haven't ran it yet.
Right.
I ran the Amy Aces, and he's probably thinking, "Fuck us."
I unfortunately I killed the whole fucking tray, man, and it was depressing as fuck. But you know, I got back on that shit on the rodeo and got back on the horse and fucking started again. But like just sometimes like we had a power outage and I was out of town and fucking I don't know, just I wasn't home to fucking flip the breakers and yeah, shit kind of fucked up. So I lost whatever strain that was. Bruce Banner.
Yeah, you like the Bruce Banner?
No, that's the one that I'm talking about. I couldn't remember.
No. Okay.
That was the one that from the so. But I did end up getting a bunch more Amy's Aces from them. I got a bunch of Godivas from them. I just posted some of the those are a lot of what I posted on my Instagram recently. I just got that shit going recently, and didn't have a lot on there, so I'll be posting all the time now and putting up a bunch of shit and what I'm doing, I guess, and what seeds and strains. And if anybody wants me to test anything, dude, hit me up. I'll definitely test for anybody. So just wanted to throw that out there. It's kind of what I was doing for I got a bunch of pictures for American One to take, some quality ones. I don't know. Tell me what you think of the ones on my Instagram. Those are some Godivas and some Amy's. And
I'm sure there's more than a few people that be willing to hit you up and take you up on that
hell
offer.
yeah, for sure. I got plenty
That's
of
the
land.
one beauty of the genetics, man. The last few years, man, they have flown like I have never seen genetics flown in the last 2, 3 years. It's been fucking awesome to see because I love to see people grow. On top of the loving to see people put the opiates, man, cannabis is a good transfer in that process of getting off of them. And
Mhm.
there's something to be said. I say this a lot too about growing the plant, man. That really changes. I mean, you can, and again, I at some point, man, I almost feel like some because I've said some of this shit 500 and some times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still feel the same way, man. Growing the plant is some of the most powerful medicine that there is. And once you fucking, no matter how you used cannabis before, and no matter how else you've grown other things before, house plants, fucking gardens, it's a total different relationship and feeling when you grow cannabis. There's something greatly more intimate about what you're doing. I don't know. I can't explain it because it's just weird, man. You give your whole heart into that grow most times, and
Yep.
it's fucking you just throughout that process, you dig deeper and deeper, not only into yourself, but in fucking wanting to learn about the plant. You know what I mean? That's when the real fucking nerd comes out, man, and it just makes you a bigger nerd, man. I haven't seen anybody that's initially started cultivating fucking cannabis fucking go south or take their life into the shitter. You know what I mean? It's quite the opposite.
Yep.
But man, yeah,
Definitely. And
ask
and
those genetics.
and having that like dedication to get up every day and check on your shit and and take care of your babies. You know what I mean? Like is definitely like, I don't know. I feel like that helped me. I was doing a fairly large outdoor grow out at the time, about 100 plants, and fucking um, and I couldn't work on every plant every day. They were fucking huge, bro. Like it was a good year, let me tell you. Um, yeah, but I could only get through about half every day, so but it was a full time job every day. You know what I mean? Out there all throughout the day, like by myself with fucking 100-gallon pots, fucking 100 plants, man. Like it's a hell of a job, and um, yeah. So having that dedication to get up every day, and at the time that I did that, I was going through my my uh, Suboxone program to get off opiates. So basically, I was withdrawing off of opiates at the time of what the story that I'm telling you, and having uh, having me feel like somebody needed me. You know what I mean? Like, which was my plants in my garden. Got me up out of bed and got me exercising and moving and fucking shoveling dirt and fucking sweating it out faster. You know what I mean? Like, um, so like cannabis helped me in that way too. You know what I mean? Just in the fucking sweat equity part of it. So like, I don't know. It yeah, man. It's definitely a good thing, man. It, it it humbles me to like think about how many people it's helped and how many people are learning more about it, more and more and more about it. it's through channels like this too that, you know, help other growers, help those people, you know what I mean? Like we're all getting together. I feel like it's more of a grower community and more of a breeder community, and you know, you guys are the ones that are helping people, you know, like grow better with the knowledge, and just, you know, with being able to reach out and during all your chats and whatnot. Just I don't know, it's fucking dope, dude. Thank you again.
It's not me, man. It's everybody that makes up. It's a huge community, and we all contribute. That's the one thing that's super great about the current state of cannabis is it's very open source. Uh, with their knowledge, with their fucking time. You know, it isn't, hey man, you need help with some advice on your garden, man. It's like, hey man, do you need help? Period.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean? You know,
yeah,
it's,
dude.
it's
I,
yeah.
I got something to tell you. So, I have a bunch of equipment, dude. And if anybody, so I have about like 10 or 15, maybe like hoods with lights, like, I got different bulbs, all kinds of bulbs. Um, if anybody wants, man, to pay for shipping, I'll give you a fucking free light. You know what I mean? If anybody just is getting their first grow kicking off, or uh, it, it's a used light, you know, but they all work, and they all, you know, I've hooked them all up and checked them. And so, but I have a bunch of them just sitting in the garage, and you know what I mean? Like I'm not using them. So if there's any way you know, like you could tell anybody, or I don't know how much shipping would be, or if they're in the northern Arizona area or Vegas area, uh, you know, I'd be happy to give anybody some equipment. I got tons of trays and fucking CO2 systems, and like I got all kinds of stuff that I got in I bought in a storage locker, and I got all kinds of equipment. You know, buying a repoed storage auction, you know, like Storage Wars. I bid on a locker, and I scored it for a good price, and I got a bunch of really good equipment. And um, I I've recently switched to LEDs, and you know, I got a few triple XLs, and you know, I have about 5 of those like 1,000 watt and 600 watt hoods that I'm talking about. So I got about 15 of them extra. If you want them, or if you know anybody that wants them, or you know what I mean, if anybody in the watching wants any, you know what I mean, hit me up, and you pay for shipping, I'll fucking send you a light. I don't know how
Pretty
much it
awesome, brother.
I, I don't know how much it would be, but we could figure it out, you know what I mean?
Right on, right on. I'm that's really awesome, by the way, man. I'm telling you, man. More people we could get growing. That's good karma. That's just fucking good karma. You know, fucking. You said when you said that, I thought, holy shit, man. Honestly, 15 lights. That's a whole grow for it. That
Hell
could
yeah,
be a
dude.
whole grow right there. Fucking,
Dude, there's like,
you figure 15 lights, quads. It's what fucking we say 15 quads, it's 40, 20, 60. That's a 60 plant grow right there. uh,
yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have balances with those, so you know what I mean. You got to go out and spend a little
right.
bit of money, but you know, um, I do have I have like a bunch of 4x4 trays, 4x8 trays, 2x3 trays, fucking the 4x4 deep water culture tubs with the fucking tray above it, you know, in the rack. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. Um, so, you know, um, I was just kind of throwing out the lights for free, but you know what I mean. If somebody wants a whole package deal or something, I could set them up. You know what I mean. But we'll talk if you guys want to are interested at all. Just hit me up on my Instagram, I guess, or whatever, and we'll figure something out.
Hopefully local, and you guys can hook up.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Because I don't drive. That's another thing. So
span the can of fan, basically.
yeah. So if y'all want to come pick it up, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? We'll fucking blaze one for sure.
Kind of the buy local. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Support your local community.
Hell yeah. I know Fada Mike's out here. I'm like in the Prescott area. I know he's out in this county somewhere, or, you know what I mean? That's Blind Cat 420's homeboy. Fucking he hooked me up with him when I got out here. He's been cool on some information. And just wanted to give him a shout out, say what up.
Nerds in there, so
Hell yeah. So if Fada Mike, you know anybody, dude, let me know. But nah, man, he's the greenhouse knowledge motherfucker right there, man. He's legit, man. He helped me out with some knowledge building my greenhouse I just built last springtime. I put up it's a 20 by 100, but I split it in half into 220 by 50s. So I got 220 by 50s greenhouses that are like 15 feet tall, and I'm doing all kinds of like tomatoes and different veggies, and just like, you know, supplying my ranch with a bunch of different veggies and herbs, and you know what I mean, starting on the fruit trees. And but definitely, you know, learning how to grow in the desert's a whole nother fucking can of beans, man. Been growing in
but I had to give you some respect in the beard department. You both have similar impressive beards, man.
Oh yeah. No
yeah.
shit. Hell yeah. Thanks, man. This is yeah, I've been doing this for about a year and a half, maybe a year. I think I did it for a little while, and then I trimmed it, not all the way, but yeah, it's about a year's worth.
Oh shit! I would have guessed much longer than that. I can't get it past that, like 3 to 4 day, 5. I can't get past that. I can't do it.
I'm a Viking, dude. Fucking, I got that Viking blood, man. It grows like a fucking. It grows faster than the hair on my head. And this shit, you know, and it's growing good too.
In this day and age, man, that's a good thing, man. Gals love that beard, but man, it's any these days in general. I think it's. I always jokingly say you can measure the seriousness of the organics by the beard almost. It seems like the deeper you are into the organics, the more impressive. ZZ Top. I bet you ZZ Top were some organic motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now my lady says if I cut it, she'll leave me. So I don't know. I'd have to keep it. Hey, I'm gonna grab a beer real quick. Okay, I'll be right back.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir. How you guys doing tonight? Cheers, Danny Jones. Welcome to the show. New name in chat. Who else we got here? Loyalty Organics. Sunny Chiba Shrate. But E Kilowatt. Great Alaska SoCal. What's up? How you doing? Who else we got? Buddha Boy. You rock, my friend. Of course, the American one. We had talked about you several points throughout tonight's show. Lower Camp, cheers. Hillbilly Herbs. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I was just telling Tao in chat there that we had mentioned his name a few times this evening in chat. or during the show. Right?
Nice. Hey, go ahead. Still a few shout outs. Let's drink this beer for a minute.
Ask him about the David Allen Coe song. Oh, I want to hear this because I'm a David Allen Coe fan. I'm interested.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know. I am. I know it is, if that's from Blind Cat or whatever. I know what he's talking about. So recently, like I wanted to do build myself up to do like stand up comedy and like hit some like shows and shit. Some clubs and just like see if I could do stand up because just being on the main stage in front of hella people, it's very nerve wracking. And so I started singing karaoke to like baby steps towards that goal. And so I got a nice speaker in my house and a mic and I bust out karaoke and go to some like karaoke bars all the time. Not all the time, but like every couple months or so, whatever. But like just at your house is one thing, in front of your family is one thing, in front of your friends is another, and then like getting out in public at the bar is another, and then like where do you go from that? Like, but getting up on a stage, with your own material and just I don't know. So anyway, we do a lot of karaoke at my house, and Blind Cat and I got a drum set, digital drum set right next to that, so you can fucking drum out while the other person's singing. And we also got a bass guitar and like just a little setup in my living room. And I don't know, I just I busted out with David Allen Coe, and I don't know, everybody loves it. Everybody loves David Allen Coe, but like we were singing it and everybody's just like, dude, that's the one, dude. You know what I mean? And it was it was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain, but you don't have to call me darling. You know what I mean? Yeah. You never really called me by my name. You know that song?
Dude, you didn't have to quit, man. I was just gonna say you got the twang, man. You got the twang.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, no, it's a good jam, man.
Yeah.
And
that's a good beer. I can imagine after a couple beers and a couple people fucking yeehaw, man, you can belt that motherfucker out.
That's that voodoo ranger, man. That's that Imperial IPA, man. That's like 9. What is it? It says 9%. It's just fire.
Oh man, 9%. It was 6 at best in my drinking day, which was a very long time ago. But regular beer was what, 3.5 or 3 something like that. Regular Budweiser. Then we had the ice beers. The ice beers. Oh god, I'm really dating myself right now. But yeah, back when like Bud Ice and all that shit came out, that's when we did six-ish beers first hit. And then, yeah. So 9, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive for a beer.
Yeah, I do a lot of my own home brewing, and I don't know. I take everything to the extreme. You know what I mean? So I have like more than just a home brew kit, but like I got like the conical fermenters. I got like magnetic stir plates for my yeast to like multiply my yeast cells, and like fucking I like making moonshine and fucking brewing beer and fucking yeah, that's all fun to me too, you know what I mean? Fucking
So are you able to use the yeast and stuff in the soils in any kind of way? Feed that shit back to the soil?
so with having my conical fermenters for my beer, the conical design, it's just like a cone shaped fermenter. teardrop. And so at the bottom of the cone, there's a ball that when it's done fermenting, all the yeast will fall to the bottom of the cone into that ball, and then there's a turn valve. So then I can recapture my yeast and then reuse it for other beers, and it's actually stronger at that point. And I can, like, instead of having to buy more yeast for another batch, I can harvest the yeast from one batch and use it for another and use it for another. You know what I mean? So no, I have not done that yet for my soil, but I do enough of like fucking adding, like, I don't know. I'm really big on like alfalfa and barley straw, and, like, you know, I did the oyster logs from Build a Soil for my indoor, like just that gnarly mycelium layer of straw, and it's just, I don't know. I like to create stuff on my soil that way, and so no, I haven't used yeast though. Tell me more. How do you use the yeast?
But well, I'm sure the ferment, the bacteria is good for the soil, much like using kombucha in your soil would be good for. Same concept, I would think.
Okay.
But so I'm curious. Pretty complex guy there. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite karaoke song? I'm curious to know that, since I kind of cut you off there. I didn't get to finish that little thing.
Oh yeah, my bad. I probably went off on a tangent as well. No worries.
No.
I don't know, man. I like singing a lot of stuff, man. I like singing like R&B stuff, a lot of country stuff. But I'll even go into like metal shit and fucking do some like Power Man 5000 or some fucking Five Finger Death Punch or some fucking. I'll even go into like Ozzy, or I'll bust into the 80s and do some. Dude, I'll even hit the Scorpions, bro. I can high note that shit. You know, dude, the Scorpion. I seen them live, man. I took my dad to that concert, so mad love for the Scorpions. But yeah, no, like all the '80s shit. I like, dude. I sing that Bob Seger song for sure. The fucking.
That's good too. That's a really good tune.
The one we were talking about earlier.
Turn the page.
Yeah, turn the page. There we go. I got fucking stoner moment. I was thinking, on the road again. Oh shit.
That's a fucking good one. You got to do the other country classic, I'm sure. Friends in Low Places. You've never done karaoke if you haven't done that.
Yeah, I do that. I'll do that one for sure. Yep, I mess around with that one. I don't know. I like it. It's weird, man. Like, as soon as you go to like start the karaoke, you'll have one song in mind that you start with, and then either YouTube will take you on some weird fucking rabbit hole of fucking shit that you've never sang before, or you could try and remember what the fuck to sing, and it's like, what the fuck should I sing? You know what I mean? So I'm like in the car writing shit down, like, that I'm gonna try later, that I hear on the radio, or that reminds me of a song or something, you know. But I don't know. I'll do some like Hank Williams. I'll do some. I'll like remember the old '90s band like Bush or Nirvana or fucking a lot of fucking Alice in Chains or Stone Temple Pilots. I'll fucking rock that shit. Pearl Jam. Yeah. Hell yeah. I think we said that at the same time.
Yeah, we did. I tell you what, I think that is one album right there. I think I have pirated a lot of the shit. You know what I mean? I definitely owned fucking computer and downloaded a lot of shit during like the LimeWire phase and shit like that, man. I just
Yeah,
literally downloaded everything. But
yeah.
I cannot tell you how many fucking copies I've outright bought of fucking 10. That
So
fucking is a good CD right there.
hell yeah,
Tops.
hell yeah. No, my bad. I just cut out for a second. That's all. Um, so that is a lot of like everything I just named off to you. That's like a lot of what I like enjoy to sing, or like what I think like my voice sounds like, or whatever, you know. But I don't know. I didn't ever like getting into care. I never planned on getting into like karaoke or singing or anything like that. Like it fucking, it's just kind of like been building up to do comedy, but like it's fun, man. I'll do like in my homie James, he's like, do some fucking impressions for him tonight. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like he thinks I do impressions hella good, and I don't know. Like it's a big, I don't know. Like it's definitely so. I don't know. Shit. The reason I've gotten into karaoke, number one, is because I know in the back of my head I'm gonna lose my sight, like eventually. And I'm gonna have to fucking figure out a way to like enjoy life another way. You know what I mean? And I already enjoy music like a lot. You know what I mean? Like I love music. But when I lose my sight, you know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna have to uh love it a little more. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just gonna be like one of those things, you know, like I've had a lot of I know a lot of blind friends of mine that have, you know, been older role models of mine that were in the blind community that have committed suicide. And you know what I mean? And I don't ever want to like think that route or ever, you know, I'm just planning ahead, you know what I mean? I know that like I will never do that, or you know that it's I'm just gonna have to find something else to help me enjoy life, and that's you know, and I think music and singing could potentially be one of those things after dabbling in karaoke, you know what I mean? So I just thought about it and I'm like, dude, that's a good idea, you know. You might as well enjoy singing so you can know more songs and you know and just feel good from music. So I don't know. That's partly why I got into a lot of different music and whatnot. But um, I don't know. It's just it's fun. That's all it is. It's fun, and I'm gonna need something fun eventually. You know, once I lose my sight. So yeah, it's
Right on. And I hope you find that in music. I mean, music
hell
for
yeah,
a lot of people anyway plays out in your head. You know what I mean? How many times do you hear them songs that you're singing now that you play out when you hear them? Brings back memories and shit like that, unlocks things in your head. There's certain songs, let's see here, Clutch. Uh, I can't think of the in particular song right now. It's got a dun 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 and fucking a few other songs. I actually see like sunsets, like of like a sun coming up, like a bright golden sky when I'm listening to them tones and shit. There's every fucking time I listen to them songs. Uh, you know what I mean? So hopefully that does, man. Hopefully that's something you find comfort in. You know,
yeah,
brings you back home, if you will.
hell yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like uh, I throw in a little like reggae in there sometimes. Fucking like Sublime for sure. You know what I mean? Uh, a lot of Sublime songs, some Bob Marley, some maybe some Revolution. I met Revolution one time. Fucking, I'm big into the reggae scene. Love like Dirty Heads and the Green and all those guys. Fucking that's good shit too. Um, I'll bust out some raps in there, even like some old school Gangsta's Paradise, Coolio. I'll rock that shit like on karaoke. That is, you know what I mean. I'll kill that in a bar. It's good times.
Sounds like good times, brother.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
like good time.
Some old school Easy E or some, bumping that shit on like tear down the bar with some old school Easy E, like on the mic karaoke style. That's some fun times. Some Ice Cube. Today was a good day or something like. But yeah,
All
you
good
mess.
tunes.
You play any instruments?
A little bit of guitar, nothing I say I can play. You know what I mean? Again, I do a little shower singing, probably more than my girls would like to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
My daughter, thank God, got all the musical talent that my youngest, Courtney, who that I ever wish I had. To be honest with you, that girl can play the guitar, she can play the bass, she's taught herself how to play the keyboard.
That's awesome.
Good singer. Me, nah. A little bit of play, just to fucking fuck around with, pick it up, smoke a joint, fuck around with. That's about as far as my talents go. And Blanket in chat did shout out to you, brother. Was telling me to ask you about the impressions. So I was just easing into it. I didn't want to jump right into it. So which ones what are some of your impressions?
Shit. I don't know, man. They're more like spur of the moment things, but like a lot of Family Guy impressions. Like I don't know. I got a kid, so like I could be Elmo and Bert and Ernie, and I don't know. Like I could do like maybe a little Sean Connery sometimes when I got a good buzz going. I don't know. Like damn, I can't even remember right now. Oh man, it just happened, dude. I can't explain it. Like when I hear something, like even music, like a lot of my karaoke is like I'll mimic the person's voice, like I could like change my voice in a way to like if my voice is in that range, then I can kind of pull it off. Like I don't know, like shit, dude, I'm on the spot. Like maybe Peter Griffin or something. Just yeah. They're like that's just like, hey Meg. Like, I don't know, just like stupid shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Good, Peter.
Shit.
Hard to do things on the spot.
Nah, like just even remembering like ones to do, like write out in the, see if anybody's got any suggestions. You know what I mean? Because like, shit, I don't even know right now.
Adam Sandler, first one maybe.
Oh, dude, yeah, yeah, you're right. I can. So, have you seen like That's My Boy? Have you seen
Right.
that? Yeah, you know that one, yeah.
Yes,
Where he's
sir.
like, yeah, okay. So he's like, he busts out a can of beer and he's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's just we just opened up this can of happiness. You know what I mean? Like, um, fucking shit. I don't know, man. Give me fucking.
Okay. Adam Sandler is funny as shit, man.
Vicky
So many
Valancourt.
good movies.
Yeah.
Fucking Happy Gilmore is probably that's another movie I've probably seen.
Yeah. That's a great movie. Dude, I golf too, bro. Fucking I'm in the the BPGA, which is just, it's nothing special. It's like any blind person can sign up for the Blind Pro Golf Association. But I'm in the PPGA, bro, and I'm a blind golfer, and I got a I got a hole in one, bro. I got a hole in one trophy and shit. Fucking, it was awesome. 131 yards, bro, uphill. I couldn't see the hole. It was all luck, but you know what I mean? I know how to hit the ball straight.
Nice. That's awesome, brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the fact you're staying hungry.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I went to college for many years, for like 12 years, bro. I have like 5 degrees, and I recently got my bachelor's degree in education, and while doing that at the university I was going to, I was in the Bay Area in California, and there was this scuba class, and I needed to like pick up another credit to fulfill my department of rehabilitation. They paid for all my schooling because I am legally blind. Like, I got all my fucking schooling paid for, bro. So that's why I went for so many years, and got so many degrees, and I got all my my grants and all my scholarships. That was all extra pocket money because all my shit was already paid for, from A, scholarship that I had, and B, from the state of California because of me being legally blind and whatnot. So, so I just took all that shit to the fullest, and went to school as long as I could, and until my last surgery. That's when I stopped going to school. But I had just graduated with my bachelor's degree in education, to be a teacher, but then to also take that further and be a teacher of low vision and the blind, to help out other blind folks like myself, So anyway, I was going somewhere else with that, but where was I right before that? Fucking, I was saying something else. Shit. I was talking about golf. Oh, so while doing that program, I found a fucking scuba class, and I ended up getting like 4 certifications in scuba diving, dude. And that's like another passion of mine, is fucking scuba diving. And I got like 7 dives to go until I'm a master diver, and I could certify other people in scuba. And I've been fucking 147 feet underwater, bro, in the ocean. That's fucking badass, dude. And I've also been 80 feet underwater at nighttime, pitch black, bro. At the fucking this shit was nuts.
Let me let you in on a little secret here. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm right there. Seas are one of the most uncharted areas of the earth. And if it were up to me, unless there was sonar, video camera, whatever, that shit would remain uncharted.
It's
My
not
dad fucking tried to get me to do that shit. I got weighted gear and everything. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. There ain't nothing under that water line I want. I'm out of my element down there.
If you can't
Fuck that under there.
If you can't see it coming, man, it's not that scary.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna take your word on that.
Just kidding.
I'm just gonna take your word on that shit, man.
Nah, you could see better underwater, so like I kind of had better vision under there, and I got my prescription put into my goggles. It was fun. It was a good time. But I've also done a lot of free diving, and for abalone and stuff. I used to get like tags and go abalone diving. That's an old pastime of mine too.
Again, I got respect for all you guys that do that shit. You ain't gonna find me under there. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I'll topside. I'll hang out on top of the boat with you. Pull your ass out of the water, need be. And nothing under that. Especially that deep.
I have all kinds of fucking, dude. I got full face masks, like underwater comms. Dude, I got all kinds of shit, dude. If anybody's got a fucking private fucking river, man, and want to do some gold dredging, dude, call me. We can fucking pull some gold out of it. Let's do this. Nah, I just recently found a bunch of gold on my property, so I'm trying to pan a little bit on my property and shit. So not a bunch of gold, I fucking like about a quarter ounce, but you know, something. Enough to keep trying.
Enough to fucking definitely be looking down when you're walking around, eh?
Oh, yeah. Do my best
That's fucking
anyway.
one of the things. I don't have gold around here, but I do collect stones, and that's fucking summertime around here. That's one of my favorite things to do around here, to be honest with you, is walk around, fucking roll a fatty, go outside in my bare feet and kick like through the dirt and kind of like look at stones. You don't know how many times I've been down. Look, that's a fucking cool little rock right there. I got
Dude,
like a little identifier on my phone. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
hell yeah. No, I'm just laughing. That's funny, dude. Fucking, I keep telling my blind friends, man, we got to put a metal detector on their blind stick so we can fucking, you know, they'll just be walking around enjoying life, and I'll be there when they hit gold. Oh shit. Yeah, I love my blind folks, dude. We all mess around, like joking around and shit, and make fun of each other. It's fucking great. The blind people have the most, like the best, you know, they don't get offended like other disabilities, dude. It's fucking great, you know. Like I don't know, we all have I've been to like multiple. I've been to this group at a camp, and it was multiple disabilities like deaf, blind, and paraplegic, and all. And we all, it was so fucking funny, dude. They all came up with an agreement. I was a counselor, so I wasn't in on it, but I think it's funny. We all came up with an agreement that that anybody with a disability, which they called their D card, that if you got your D card, you know, you can make fun of other people with disabilities. And uh, so the blind community kind of like took that and kept it within themselves, and like we make fun of each other pretty fucking hardcore, dude. And it's fucking funny as hell. But yeah, shout out to all my blind friends, dude. You guys are up fucking, some of them fucking most inspirational people, dude. Love you guys. I'll be there one day. But
So you man,
Eddie,
you do have a lot of interest, man. That's pretty fucking cool, man. I dig it, man.
hell yeah,
Fucking
man.
dig that shit.
That's, you know,
So
I've definitely had like sorry for cutting me off, but I've definitely had, you know, that mentality that I told you about, like, you know, enjoy your vision while you have it, you know what I mean? So like it's let in, and I've had that for like 15 years now, and I'm blessed to be able to have said that, you know what I mean? Like I've known this for 15 years, and I still have vision, you know what I mean? Or some vision. But uh it could be tomorrow, it could be another 15 years, you know what I mean? But not knowing like has led me to enjoy so many different aspects, you know what I mean? I also do archery. I love shooting guns and collecting guns. Fucking, I got a badass fucking Matthews bow. Fucking, I do a lot of target shooting and fucking tear up dirt bikes, dude. I got 2 dirt bikes, got a little Yamaha 80 and a fucking Husqvarna 250. Yeah, fucking, I got a track in my fucking field, like a quarter-mile track, fucking with jumps and fucking all kinds of shit. Dude, blind cat 420, bro. Dude, that motherfucker was on the back of my bike, man. I put Johnny Caniseed on my 80, and I put blind cat on the back of my 250, bro, with me driving, and we fucking tore up the track, and then went out to fucking the corner of my property, and then hopped the fence and went out to the pond out there and took the dogs and shit. It was a good time, man. It was fucking badass. But Uh, fucking blind cat dude holding on for dear life, bro. He's fucking about like 250 and I'm like 200 pounds. And he fucking, so we got like 450 pounds on this little 250 Husqvarna and ripping up the dirt bike, dude. I came in around the corner, fucking coming in, dude. I power slid in, just like, and I was almost dumped over. Just pulled it back up, dude. He's still holding on, dude. He's like, "Fuck yeah, bro!" It was off the hook, dude. Oh man, we were fucking, we were drinking whiskey, so, but I had a helmet on, he didn't. Dumbass. No, I'm just kidding. Um, no, but he got fucking whipped in the face by a little branch, dude, and it cut his nose and his cheek and shit. And he's a fucking badass, dude. He held on for dear life, fucking. And I love that motherfucker. I told him, dude, I was like, dude, thank you so much for trusting me, dude. Like, you know what I mean? I know that I know what I'm doing, and he trusted me, dude, like a badass, dude, and he rode that shit out, dude, like a G. Oh shit.
Sounds like some good times, my
Hell
friend,
yeah.
man.
And fucking can of seed riding my 80, fucking 2-stroke, fucking man. Fucking it was funny. We had a killer time, dude.
So I have tortured some people through my journey with ringtones, both when you call me or on my end uh, as a ringer. And at one point, I actually like fucking. I'm serious. I've had the same mindset as you share. Just live every day, and because you never know. I've lost a lot of people. I've had a lot of close calls myself. A lot of close calls. I've asked several times. There's gotta be a reason. You know what I mean? But hopefully you do one of my favorite songs that kind of puts that message out there, and it's a great song anyway. Of course, Tim McGraw, "Live Like You Die," and fucking one of the greatest country tunes ever. I think, man, that's fucking awesome, dude. You karaoke that motherfucker. That's a good song to belt out right there,
I haven't yet, but I'm gonna practice and I'll get on the chat and I'll fucking do it. How about that?
man. Yeah,
All right.
that's good too. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah. But definitely, like you said, fucking some Garth Brooks in there. Some fucking. I love David Allan Coe, man. I'll do a lot of his songs. I'll do Tennessee Whiskey and like from him, and then I'll also do it from um, what's his name that does it these days? Um, God, I can't remember his name right now. Let me see here.
Here too.
Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Who the fuck
Chris
sings?
Shelton or something like that.
No, it's hold on. Tennessee Whiskey.
When I hear that song, I hear Too Little Honey, the music. What I hear when I hear Tennessee Whiskey. I know who you're talking about too. They YouTube blew
It
that shit
is
up last
it
year.
Chris Stapleton. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sings Tennessee Whiskey as well.
It's good too. So, Mr. Blind Cat 420 has helped feed this interview along several points.
Yeah.
At this point, he's asking me to ask you about some acid stories. Do you have
Shit.
some good acid stories?
Yeah, I got a good one. All right. Let's do this. All right. My best acid story was about shit. I don't even know, within the last 10 years. But before COVID, definitely. And before my surgery, yeah. So I'm thinking like 2015 or 16. I my dad just went to jail and for some dumb shit, and fucking I was up at the family ranch holding down his fort and holding down his room and making sure fucking my tweaker ass aunt didn't fucking get into his shit and tweak out, you know. So fucking I was up at there and he was trying to find money for his lawyer, and I fucking was up at the ranch and my cousin came up and we were fucking, I hadn't seen him in a while, and we fucking he brought some fucking liquid acid that he brought from fucking Seattle up in fucking in Washington. And oh my god, brother, fucking we put on Phil Collins Air of the Night and just a fucking and some strobe lights and shit, and that shit changed my life, dude. That whole song. Anyway, it was fun as fuck, but that's not the cool part. So while I started tripping, just my fucking these gears in my head were just all fucking just, and I was like, all right, this person was my dad. I got my dad his money for his lawyer. At the time, my contact ripped. So I had to wear my fucking Coke bottle glasses. And I was fucking calling my eye doctor, tripping on acid. And I ordered my contacts 2 days prior. And while I started tripping, I checked my voicemail. And usually takes about a week to 10 days to get your contacts or after you order them. Fucking 2 days later, while I'm tripping, because I was tripping, they called me. We're like, dude, they're in. And so I got my contacts, and I ended up going online and rescheduling my ticket because I was gonna go the night that I took acid, but I rescheduled my trip because I took acid for the next day. But in order for me to fucking get to Mesa, Arizona, where I was going, I had to lay over in Vegas for fucking 8 hours, and I was on acid while I did all this. So I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Let's go to Vegas, and I had my dog with me, which I had a fucking service dog vest for my dog, so my dog got to go everywhere with me, restaurants, on the airplane, you name it, bro. Like nobody said shit. And then I just bought the vest online, and she was such a good dog that everybody believed it. So even the airlines and everything, it was awesome. But anyway, I fucking had to lay over in Vegas. So I got to the airport and I fucking was like, fuck it. So I took an Uber down to downtown Vegas, and I took out $200 and went to the casino with my dog and started fucking playing blackjack. And I'm still fucking, I mean, this is the best acid ever. And I dropped another hit before I fucking left to the airport. So I'm still fucking going strong. And for like 10, 12, 13, maybe, I don't know, maybe up to 16 hours at this point, tripping balls. Like, but it's really, really good acid. So um, it's not like that fucking spine cringing fucking acid. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't fucking bind you up and fucking make you like feel like you're fucking stuck in a chair that's uncomfortable, like and hurt the next day. Like this is fucking like this is the best life ever acid. And anyway, so I get to Vegas, take an Uber downtown, go to this casino, lost $100 playing blackjack in like 10 minutes. Just fucking bombed it. And I'm like, fuck, dude, this sucks. And then on the way out, I saw the craps tables and fucking I knew the idea of craps. I played street craps, 7-Eleven, blah, blah, blah. But there's a whole board of shit. And there's all kinds of different bets you can make in craps. And you can even, win money while you're not playing. And there's just a whole bunch of fucking a big aspect to craps. And I started learning and playing off the last 100 that I had. And all of a sudden I had 200. And all of a sudden I had 300. So at that point, I just started fucking feeding bets like all over the place. $5 here, $1 there, $2 there, $5. And I ended up putting $5 down on the fire bet, which is like the hardest thing to hit in craps. It's 1,000 to 1 odds. And the fucking person rolling next to me was from Ireland, and they just got off the plane from Ireland. And I'm like, and we told him, I'm like, dude, if you hit a fucking 6 on this roll, bro, I was like, I'm canceling my flight. You're canceling your way. You're staying here. We're gonna get fucking hookers. We're getting a hotel. We're gonna get some blow. And I'm just kidding. But we were fucking. This was a long time ago. So fucking. I mean, I was like, dude. And then he threw the hit, and I won $5,000 on a $5 bet, dude. And I was frying so hard, dude. Like, shit, dude. It was a good fucking time, man. Like. And then I show back up in Arizona like 6 hours later at my mom's house with fucking like I won like $6,200 total or something like that, and off of $200 that I took out, and I wasn't even supposed to be there that day, and I surprised everybody like I'm here and look what I won. It was fucking amazing, dude. I fucking bought my mom a brand new fucking 80-inch TV and fucking fixed up our backyard that she had there and shit. And fucking we went to like a resort and spa for like fucking like a week and shit, dude, and fucking balled it up for like a week. It was awesome. Just balled it up, dude, just because like it just came out of nowhere, It was cool. I'm gonna grab a beer.
Like a good time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hold on. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Oh. Go ahead, no worries, man. Get that shit.
Oh yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
Cheers, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well tonight. Fun conversation. Blinded by the light. Still smoking on that milkman that I lit up at the beginning of the show. Kind of been nursing along. Oh man, I have had, yes, Buddha boy. First time I took fucking liquid acid was directly on the tongue from that beautiful hippie chick that I talk about every now and again. But what an experience the liquid was. I couldn't much better, clear, crazier experience. Oh man, the whole time that I had encountered that lovely lady, every bit of it included the liquid acid. So it's at some points, man, I almost, as I look back, wonder that chick even existed. Is how crazy and crazy times. That's all I can say about that. Cheers, Puffy Groves. Welcome to the show.
Yo.
Cheers.
Cheers,
I like
mate.
the skull on the fucking on the can there. I'm a skull fan myself. I seen one peeking out of the half sleeve there. Looks like you get a pretty impressive half sleeve, my friend.
I was gonna tell you, man. I've seen some of your tats and they're fucking dope. But yeah, I got a few. Fucking, you want to see them?
Yeah, I want to see the half sleeve, man.
Right,
It looks pretty sweet.
Let me show you my first one first. Fucking. So I'm a Taurus, and I got this when I was 18, and I got a fucking in a bowl on my chest, and then my nipples the fucking nose. Hold on.
Oh, how was that? How was that, brother? I'm coming into that area.
Dude, there was one point where I'm laying there and he's fucking buzzing, right? My legs would from my hips would like shoot in the air because he'd hit my nipple, like my just like a reflex, you know, when they hit your knee. It fucking tickled. I don't know.
So it's
I don't know. It was just like
reflex kind of pain, huh?
oh yeah, it was like, but I couldn't help it. Like my legs would shoot in the air. I don't know. And then I got a dragon over on this side that goes around, and then all up in the pit.
Oh, that's some tender area right there. Who
Yeah.
you hating on that day? You let out some shit in that session.
I just try to get rid of all the painful spots first.
The ink therapy is what that shit is, man.
Right. It's like
that's an awesome bowl too. It is.
It's only halfway done. My tattoo artist got hit by he was riding his bicycle and fucking got hit.
That's why I'm terrified to start a back piece. That reason right there. Tattoo guys live some crazy lives, man.
But yeah, like right in there, fucking was nice.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Woo. That's all I can say to that, man. Is I'm coming in up on this side, man. I got a Buddha, and I'm coming into the pit and up the nipple there. And I told him, man, what you got to do what you got to do, man. When we get there, you got to color into that bitch, man.
Do it, man. Just it's good, man. It's good, but you got to get that motherfucker pierced, bro. That's where it's at.
It's pierced.
Is it? Wow. I'm okay. I just hit the screen. I just could see you on the big screen now. Yeah. I'm on my phone. Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I'm doing all this.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was Gage like almost from get. Thank God I don't drink anymore. That's all I can say because I have pierced all my piercings. Like this fucker right here. This is a fucking 10 through the cartilage in my ear. I did that, man.
Yeah.
Fucking unfortunately, all these the nipple was a fucking whiskey night one night. I fucking shoved a fucking 8-penny nail through that motherfucker. Just
damn it, Bobby. Fucking dude, I had 12s in my nipples at one point. And I had them at 16s and or 14s or whatever they did at the tattoo shop. And then I went to I when I was fucking doing something stupid like I don't know, surfing or fucking I can't remember, but I ended up losing a nipple ring, or both of them actually. I lost both
ripped
of them.
Out?
Yeah, but did like just not ripped out, but they just came out, and I wasn't injured at all or nothing. But I looked down and I'm like, oh shit, my nipple ring's gone, both of them actually. And so I went to fucking Kohl's or fucking some department store and bought 2 more nipple rings, thinking that I got the right size, and I got and I was at either 14 or 16. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was 16, but I ended up buying 12s, and I ended up shoving them through anyway. Yeah, so I gauged them to 12s.
My youngest, who is going through a piercing phase right now. She's incredibly beautiful. doesn't need it. But and what can I say? Honestly, as tatted as I am, it
Right.
appears she's 18. I can't, you know what I mean? All I
What are
can
you gonna
go
do, bro?
is right.
I mean,
So
I
she
mean,
come home with not so long ago with the septum,
mm,
and this was just before her 18th birthday. And I know most of tattoo piercer type people in the area. And I fucking she come home and I seen that and I'm like, where in the fuck did you get that done at? I said, I know everybody and I ain't signed no papers and I doubt your mom didn't either. So and I'm like, who did it? I'm gonna make some calls. I'm gonna fucking make some calls. If they did it, I'm gonna be pissed. They're gonna have to deal with it. And she's like, no, 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 no. I did it. I did it. And
yeah,
since she's done a couple. She's got two in the nose. But this is what she shares dad's pain tolerance, I guess, if it will. She
yeah,
fucking I took her, went to the tattoo shop because buddy of mine, old guy that's doing my work now is a good friend. And we stopped in there and they got obviously a piercer in there. And she's seen some a nice piece she wanted. I bought it for her. It's a fucking $60 septum piece. And so he gives her the piece, or actually the piercer wasn't even there. Just the tattoo guy was there. So he gives me the piece in the bag. Otherwise, a piercer, I'm sure, would have slid it in there for her. But so she takes it, she goes out into the car, and I talk to my buddy, and I go out there, and she got cut some tears in her eyes, and she had went to a fucking 14
oh,
up. She it up just did rammed it through there in the truck. She's like, I didn't know if you could take it back after I'd already messed with it or whatever. So I just forced it through. And she had fucking, tears in her eyes. But yeah,
yeah.
oof.
I get
Well, I
tears when I
can't
fucking
imagine
pull a
though.
nose hair. You
The
know?
nipples were tough, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking when you're sleeping, they get twisted. Ooh. Yeah, it's a
I love it,
long hill.
man. Nah,
Uh,
I lost them one day and I was nowhere near somewhere where I could buy more. So I haven't had them for like the last 5 years, but I had them for about 10 years for sure. I mean, I'm only 35. So, um, I think like since I think I lost them when I was 30, and then I had them since I was 8. Since I got the tattoo, got it finished, and then I got the piercing. I got the hoop in the bull's nose, but I got my other one done too. And I loved it, man. It was awesome. You know, whether it's like simply just some bling bling or some whatever it does, feels good, or flicking it or whatever fucking it floats your boat. You know what I mean? Like if it boosts your confidence, you know what I mean, or even like you said for your daughter, if she likes to fucking if it's enjoyable for whatever reason, you know what I mean, like, and she like you said, an adult, like who the hell are we, as anybody, or I mean you're her dad, but you know what I mean, like I hear what you're saying, like if she likes to get piercings or fucking tattoos or whatever, like I got them myself. Who am I to fucking be a hypocrite, like I hear you. I got a, I
fucking,
got a, I got a 10-year-old that wants to get a tattoo already. So, I mean,
so I was gonna ask, is a boy, I believe you said?
yeah, yeah, he's a
Nice.
fucking beast, bro. His mom is as tall as I am, and I'm 6 foot, and my son is already like 5'8", and he's 10 years old, dude, and he's like 160 pounds. He's 10
Nice.
years old, man. He's gonna be like his grandpa is like 6'6", and his uncle is like 6'5", and so he's gonna be, way, way, way bigger than I am. I'm like 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Fucking reach. I was gonna ask you, man, at some point, is he interested in the man at all, man? I
Yeah,
hit
for
all
sure.
girls, man. I got screwed out of it. Courtney, the youngest, at one point, fucking had my hopes up, and she was gonna be that girl, but fell through. So, but is the tradition gonna carry on with the boy there?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He's more. He's doing Muay Thai right now and jujitsu, but um, I guess you have to be 12 and or I don't, they have like little kid leagues and shit, but he's just too big for his weight class. So nobody's in his weight class in his age. You know what I'm saying? Because he's such a fucking monster. So um, there's no other 160-pound fucking 10-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? That are in the wrestling league. So I've already looked into it. So the Muay Thai and everything, they have like different. They their age groups are different. Like unfortunately, like where we lived in California, there was like an age group and weight class. So it was like, you know, it kind of like prejudice towards bigger kids, really, because like if you're too big and not old enough, you can't wrestle. So basically, he hasn't gotten into wrestling yet, but and he's really into like the Muay the MMA side of like UFC and fucking Bellator and fucking all the MMA style of fighting, and that's definitely like
Got that height and that
uh,
reach gain coming, man. He's got a nice angle going.
that.
You take that and you mix it with Dad's ground game. You got something special
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I told him too. I told him, but he he's definitely interested in that. So wrestling is not. He thinks he can get around and get into MMA without wrestling, and I'm like, no, bro. Like, all the good fighters are good wrestlers. Like, you got to have the ground game. I mean, for anybody could be a good stand-up artist, but if they get like my brother tells people at parties and shit that want to fool around and wrestle or fight or not wrestle, but like I've heard my brother say a few times, he's like, dude, you better knock my brother out in one punch, dude. He gets a hold of you, bro. Like, it's over. And like that's what I try to tell my son. Like, you got your boxing or your Muay Thai, you got to tie up, but once you get on the ground, if somebody's on top of you, I think jujitsu is where it's at. And luckily I got him into that. And that's the closest thing to wrestling that I've got him in so far. But jujitsu's fucking off the hook too. I love that.
Oh yeah, I totally agree, man.
Like learning how to like just go back and take the guard position and using their, being able to just catch people's counters and then set up an arm bar or a fucking, fucking some kind of choke or, fucking rear naked choke or whatever. Like with wrestling, like wrestling and jujitsu, dude, man, a lot of UFC fighters have made it a long way just with knowing that, But now it's like you gotta know how to strike and whatnot, and I can't take a
Jiu-jitsu
hit.
kind of picks up where Greco-Roman fucking leaves off.
Hell yeah, and then expands on it, with the fucking getting people to tap out and fucking all the different holds and locks and chokes. You can't choke in wrestling. Like,
Oh, maybe a different game, that's for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I broke a few noses, but I never got to like fucking just grip up and fucking like I don't know, fucking doing, dude. I got this knot on my fucking forearm from cross facing fucking so many fuckers from back in the day. I went to the doctor about it when I was in like a sophomore year, and he's like, "Yeah, there's been a lot of fucking scar tissue built up there, and Just fucking ripping that shit in there, tearing people off. I love it.
Shit.
I miss it. I had a scholarship offer from like multiple colleges. I was going to go to Ohio State or Michigan or fucking, I mean, even ASU had an offer. And I literally was like a fucking kid in a country town I had like once in a while I would have scouts, you know, like from different colleges and shit. That's like, that shit was unheard of where I came from to happen for a wrestler, especially like a little blind kid, you know. It was cool, man. I loved it.
That.
But
Shit, you know.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just gonna ask how old you were.
When I started wrestling, 8.
Oh yeah.
8.
How old are you now?
I just turned 50, brother.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Good shit. Keep rocking, bro. You're doing good. You got a lot of energy.
I try, man. I try. I like to think that I owe a lot of that to cannabis. Although I did do a lot of partying, alcohol wise in my younger age. I was done with it at 22. I hung it up, and cannabis has been my only crutch since. You know, I indulge these days in a little bit of mushrooms here and there, but that's it, man. I look back at the same people I went to school with and the ones that fucking drink and fucking didn't give a shit, man. They look pretty rough, pretty rough. So I contribute the cannabis side of things to staying healthy, active, all that good shit.
Hell yeah. You do any sports or any outdoor activities?
Me? Yeah. Well, I wrestled. I played football. I boxed.
I mean now, like today,
Now?
like these days, yeah.
Nah. I work out a little bit here around in the garden. That's about it, man.
Yep.
My girls never went down that sports road. At one point, I had 5 women here, 5 girls, well, and then being the only man, no sports. When the youngest Courtney had decided she was gonna take up wrestling, man, I was really stoked.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
And we started running daily, and then I don't know what discouraged her from. I think it was conflict of her schedule, which it is what it is. But she never ended up pursuing the wrestling dream. I think I just found out to add a little salt to my turn 50 there that my oldest daughter is I'm going to be a grandfather, making me a grandfather. So
nice.
I'm
Grandpa
looking
Eagle,
forward
bro.
to being still feeling young enough, quite young enough. I tell you right now, I still feel 30. Being off, you know, I still fucking play hard, live hard, that's for sure. But I'm looking forward to being, you know, fingers crossed, young enough to hopefully teach the grandson a little bit of the desire from into sports that I missed out on with my girls. So,
it's a grand boy.
yeah,
Grandson,
I already know it's a boy.
Yeah, boy. There you go.
Yeah,
You had all girls.
3.
Oh yeah.
3.
Damn.
And to be honest with you, that I gave up my alcohol the day my oldest was born.
Good for you.
You know, life's crazy, and at that time it is what it is. You have to make room, you have to make decisions to live up to the responsibilities of having a child, and I drank. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna. Right to the moment, almost. I may have been somewhat intoxicated on the way, to be honest with you, but true to my word. Soon as B popped out there, that was it. That was the end of the alcohol. And I've said on the show here, my kids have never seen me kind of alcohol drunk and fucking inebriated in any kind of way like that.
That's
And
good.
so, so yeah, it's been 26 years since I've drank any kind of alcohol. I tried it once or twice sociably, but it just isn't. One beer, it's like my body's instantly rejecting it at this point. And
Yeah.
then third, so I did that with each child. Second child, I was still chewing tobacco. I chewed tobacco from fucking 12 to fucking 26,
Copenhagen.
and the Kodiak,
Oh.
straight up Kodiak, the bear. And, man, and that was a 24. That was a hard thing to kick, man, because that was an all dayer, man. From the time I got up till all through school, I was swallowing the shit through school. It got to the
Ah,
point where I could like eat a meal with a fucking chew in.
no wonder
You
you
know what
can't
I
drink a
mean?
beer. Yeah.
It probably is. But
No, no, that's bad though. But yeah, no, I feel you. I still enjoy a good Copenhagen long cut dip once in a while.
yeah,
Yeah, but I never
but
chewed for a long period of time or nothing. I smoked for about 15 years, but I'm on this little vape pen. Fucking
so what's up, man, with Copenhagen? It's funny you bring that shit up, man, because I was in line at the fucking gas station the other day, and for me, man, Copenhagen was, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to insult your brain, because I know we all kind of get, you know, choosy about what we chew or whatever. It's almost like them fight words, you know what I mean? As far as chew goes, it's
I've
pretty
never
people
I've
ride deep on what brand usually.
I've never even heard of Kodiak.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh man, that's wow. I can't even believe that. That fucking
Right?
blows my mind. But
I've
it just backs up what I'm saying though, basically. So it's been 22 years since I've quit chewing, and I was at the gas station the other night, man, and this cat fucking probably about 30, 35, man. He was buying that shit like there was no fucking, it was like in a bluish can. I don't know if it was spearmint or it seemed like it was new flavor or whatever, but
like
yeah, that
Skull or
fucking
something.
cat bought.
Grizzly.
No, it was Copenhagen. It was some new Copenhagen. And I was like, wow, man, I couldn't believe, for
What?
me it surprised me it was Copenhagen for one. And
Hmm.
then it was a different can, but it was the amount. Four sleeves and every loose can they had that cat bought. I
Wow.
was like, holy shit, man, you are going through some chew.
Yeah, it's like a couple $100 in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Jesus.
So we have a few things in common. That's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Oh yeah, man. What what kind of concerts have you been to?
Oh man. By choice, I prefer some rock and roll,
Mhm.
but life's kind of funny, man. I listen to everything. I've seen Rascal Flatts was
Hell yeah.
a really good concert for several reasons.
Hell yeah. No, I ain't clowning. That's good shit. I'll go to see that any day.
Take sunglasses if you're going to see Rascal Flatts. So I'm going to
Hell
say
yeah.
that.
You ever been to Ozfest or like Mayhem or
Oh yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
dude.
definitely been to a couple Ozfests. I've been Pantera, Megadeth, all those. Had one of the best ones, Pantera, Megadeth, and White Zombie, all one show.
Oh,
They
no
actually
way.
fucking Pine Knob. They fucking, which is an indoor outdoor arena, pavilion slash hill. And fucking during the concert, fucking they ended up pulling up the side and throwing it into the pavilion,
What?
which the mosh pit in between, which I was in, was like
Hell
taking a
yeah.
beating. So you're fucking moshing every so often, man. You just take a fucking chunk of side across the fucking melon.
Oh,
Definitely have seen some good shows, man. I love good
God.
concerts, man.
Hell yeah. That's good shit,
It's
dude.
funny. I love that music. Even till today, man. My daughter, uh, father of the grandson, is in a death metal band, and the first time she's like, "Yeah, he's in a band. He plays some, my heavy metal music," and she plays it. It's that it fucking. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yes. I mean, yeah, it's good. You know what I mean? She's surprised that I'm like not off put by it and shit.
Yeah,
But
you got a good job, Dad. That's awesome, man. Good for you. No, it's my stepdad was in a band, heavy metal band growing up, and I that there's very few and far in between people that I find that are heavy metal fans, but I am a heavy metal fan. You know what I mean? I grew up fucking Slayer. I went. I fucking wish, bro. I went to a Pantera concert, dude. Shout out to Dimebag, bro. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like fucking, I got a Pantera fucking tapestry hanging right next to my drum set, and it's from a 1994 concert in the Bay Area, and like shortly before he got shot, and fucking, uh, it's one of my prized possessions. But a homie gave it to me for free, and just fucking out of the blue, he knew I liked Pantera, and fucking. But I went to a Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax concert at the Cow Palace in Oakland, California. Excuse me, and an indoor event, dude. And out fucking Slayer pit, dude, was the best pit I ever been in, dude. And I started a fucking going reverse pit while everybody was fucking pitting. And my cousin, dude, and we were both fucking black and blue at the end and shit. And he's crying. He's my older cousin, my cousin Pukey, dude. Blind Cat knows who that motherfucker is, but yeah, my cousin Puke, bro, he's a badass. His name is Luke, but he's thrown up so many times we call him Pukey. And he was crying at the end. He's black and blue. He has no voice, and he's like, fucking Jesse, bro, you're a fucking animal, man. Fucking, because I was just rocking through this pit, dude. I mean, I've pitted with I love that shit, and I'll do that today. I'll do it tomorrow. I love going to concerts and having a good time, and but I love how there's pit etiquette, like that's good shit,
oh,
like
you're right. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. But
no,
yeah, there
not at
is
all,
pit
not at all,
etiquette.
dude, not at all, dude. Fucking pit etiquette is fucking. I love it, dude. Like I'm all, like while I'm going through the pit, I'm looking for down people, like on the ground and then I'm also looking for somebody that is not respecting the rule of pit etiquette, like so. And I'm not the only one, dude. We're all rolling through that pit, like respecting each other and still throwing each other around, and it's a cool feeling,
I was
It's like,
at Slayer's farewell concert this last round. Slayer, Lamb of God, and a couple other fucking smaller bands. All fucking
yeah,
awesome. But
yeah,
as far as like pit etiquette, I seen one of the coolest things I had fucking seen in a long time. Two things, to be honest with you. Well, three things. One was the double circle of a pit, mosh pit that you're talking about. On a hill, kind of both of them just fucking. That was during Lamb of God. It was fucking insane. See, during same said mosh pit, I watched at least a 70-year-old fucking gentleman fucking moshing it up. And all of these younger cats just being very respectful and fucking moshing along, letting him have his fucking good time and shit. But it was awesome, man. It was awesome to see somebody with that kind of fire at that fucking age getting out there and moshing it up. And on a fucking hill, I'm telling you, High Knob is fucking an awesome place to see a metal concert. There's not a bad place in it, but when it breaks out into that type of atmosphere, oh man, they especially that hills can be brutal. So when you're moshing on that fucking hill, it's a fucking fun time, man. You can go down, fucking it's lots of mayhem.
Hell yeah.
If you ever get a chance, in your Pontiac area, and want to see a good show, that's an awesome place to see it.
Fuck yeah. Dude, I went to a concert one time. Well, first off, my son at the time, his favorite band was Rob Zombie. And I think he was like 7 or probably 6 or 7. And we took him, so we went to In This Moment, and Rob Zombie and Korn was the headliner. And this was at Shoreline in San Francisco. And my kid was rocking out to, because his favorite band was Rob Zombie, and we had fucking seated seats up by the stage, and behind us was all the grass and all the moshers and shit. And we I think I won fucking tickets on the radio to get like way close to the stage, and we were in the aisle, and my kid was fucking just rocking out to Rob Zombie, just hardcore. And Korn saw my son rocking out, and me and him rocking out, and my ex and my buddy Shane and his kid at the time are still his kid, but you know, my buddy Shane, his kid, and at the time we were all rocking out, and Korn saw us and ended up sending a fucking bouncer or stage guy or whatever, send us backstage passes after the show to meet everybody. And while Rob Zombie was playing, and my kid had no idea, and it was hella cool. We got to meet like all the bands and everything, walk around backstage and shit after the show, and it was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's cool to pass on love of music, wrestling, shit like that to the next generation, man. And I'm very much hoping with the way things are going with cannabis, we're going to be able to pass our love for cannabis on as well. Hopefully, in any way, shape, or form, man. I'm really stoked about that fact as well, man. Like I said, my daughter's a little bit older. All of them, I can't believe I'm even saying this. All of them just crossed. Well, the last one just crossed the 18 mark, though. All of them over 18. And at certain points with the older two, I have consumed cannabis, and it changes things. It kind of brings things around, man. I'd much like to teach any of them how to grow at some point. That's the ultimate. That'd be fucking cool. If I can't teach them how to wrestle, I'd like to fucking teach them how to fucking grow some weed, my friend.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Now, my son has already helped me in my gardens, and you know, especially because, you know, I can't read small print um, without like a magnifying glass or, you know, some sort of magnification, or even just regular print, you know, like reading my fucking TV screen sometimes and shit is hard to read. So, like, uh, so in my grow, you know, like I got nutrient bottles, I got pH meters, I got fucking uh, CO2 machines, I got fucking, you know what I mean, like temperature readings and humidity and fucking a lot of shit that is hard for me to see, but I know, you know, where it's at and where it should be, and what the numbers should be. And so you know, my son has helped me out a lot, you know, with growing, to be honest. Like, I don't know if that's bad to say or not, but, you know, and he has for a lot of years, you know, like, I could probably say I've taught my son how to read by helping me read certain nutrients and, and I don't know, like, it's kind of bad, but, you know, he knows that, um, he's seen me, you know, go through surgeries, and he's seen me uh, when I haven't had smoke at all, and how my eyes get and how I get, you know, because it hurts. You know, it feels like you got a fucking thumb in your eye, like with the pressure bulging out. You know, like, um, and the fact that like when it happens like that, like it's dangerous for my eyes to go blind because my retinas will detach. So he knows that, you know, we gotta he's a smart boy, man, and he just knows, like, he doesn't ever give me shit or say no, I don't want to help you, or, you know, um I don't feel like he feels bad about it, or is, you know, he just knows that it's my medicine and it's going to help me be me. So, and help me see longer. So he just has no question in helping me out, and he's just, yeah, he's a good boy, man. I love him. You know how it is. You got some kids. You're a good dad.
Sounds like a great kid, man. It sounds like you're doing a great job, my friend.
Yeah.
Be honest with you. I see no ill effects. I see no effects. You know, like we talked about earlier, man, we've got to break the stigma of cannabis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not fucking that detrimental. It didn't set back a lot of us in life like we were taught. You know, it is it has a ton of medicinal effects. And in your case, you know, uh, it helps dad be dad. I think you both want that. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know, it's just helping you be the best comfortable so you can be the best person that you can be without letting pain inflict that. And it's
Yeah.
about quality of life. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? In my opinion, that's what it all boils down to.
Yeah.
Quality of fucking life. You know
100%.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of will work and money to me has always been one of the things, man. It's just one of the things we need to get by. You know what I mean? It's sad. It's sad that we actually that's so fucking heavy into the bigger picture of our life, man. Through that fucking dollar, man. I hate it. You know, it's a necessary evil. Do what you gotta do. It helps, whatever. But you know, it's not ever weighed that heavy into my life. To be
Yeah.
honest.
No, like, um, so like I said, recently I just bought some property, and I've been living there with my brother, my older brother. Um, I'm sure you'll meet him in the future. I'm gonna try to set him up with his own show, but he's got some good stories too, man. And I'm surprised I haven't mentioned him throughout my show. Um, he's fucking he's one of my best friends, and I have a few brothers, but I'm closest with my oldest, and I live with him full time now. And fucking, he's a chef, dude, and he's a fucking bro. He's the edible king, bro. I mean, I get him some. I make him up some good butter, dude. And he's a pastry chef, a sous chef, a fucking seafood chef. Dude, he knows how to make sushi. Fucking, I mean, he makes the best infused food I've ever had or even seen. I mean, I've seen a lot of grow shows and cooking shows that have all their infused cannabis and whatnot. Man, I need to get him on one of these shows, man. He's a fucking master at his craft, bro. You want some good edibles? I gotta get you some of them, man. Like, these are no joke. Like, woo! Like, he made some York peppermint patties that, like, from scratch. I don't know if you like that kind of thing, but the fucking cream was infused, the cookie, the chocolate. I mean, he made Rice Krispie treats that had chocolate chip. I mean, multiple things in them that are infused. I mean, he makes gummies. He makes all kinds of shit. Anyway, he's a big influence in my cannabis experience in my life as well. But unfortunate for him, he was the one that always got in trouble and always got caught and always got fucking expelled from school and in trouble here and got caught smoking and got his plants pulled. Like, I just learned from all of his mistakes and thank God I never got caught for any of the things he did, but he was kind of the whipping boy for me to learn for, and I thank him for that. But we went out on many crops together and grew a lot of weed, and now to this day, growing a lot of weed together. So we're doing good, man. We got a property you were fucking with, and got 12 acres and big old greenhouse and fucking bunch of veggies and some fucking chickens, getting eggs, just living it up, dude. I got a good girl I just met, man. We celebrated our 1-year anniversary. Fucking yeah, no, it's a good time, man.
It's awesome to hear, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Hope that everything goes well in that 12 acres, man. It sounds like a nice little spread right there, man. And to be able to grow cannabis on it, oh yeah, baby. That'd be pretty nice as well.
Oh yeah.
Edibles are good too, man. As far as bringing those up, man, that's a nice market. Nice market. Definitely appreciate it, man. Pick up as many as possible, man. I used to make a bunch here, but when I think my middle daughter slowed me down a little bit because even though she was of age, I learned a lesson. We both learned a little lesson on edibles. Because I made some super strong chocolate, which I like it. I like it. I've had, back in my younger days, the acid, taking my fair share of acid. For sure. For sure. Mushrooms, I've had one really good psychedelic experience on edibles. And if I could repeat that recipe, I'd tell you what, I would. I completely would. But so I made my edible strong and I broke some off, chewed on it some. I'm like, okay, here you go. This is strong. It's probably all you're gonna need. She eats it as just an amazing day. I'd never seen her laugh so hard, fucking good time.
Yes.
Fucking the next day I see her, she dips in it a little bit and fucking
Pukes.
want to hit that mark again and fucking yeah, like be careful, that shit is strong. And then I left and I came back and she had eaten a good sized chunk and actually fucking got to the point of paralysis. Seriously,
Fuck.
paralysis. Yeah,
What?
yeah, fuck. Yeah,
Damn.
fuck. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
That's some
Seriously, it was
good shit.
completely locked up. I mean, seriously, couldn't I move arms, legs, completely locked up, and
Wow.
hard time kind of like breathing, kind of so anxiety. I actually had to I I put headphones on her, some like binaural beats, some nice binaural beats, and kind of did a little bit of breathing with her and shit until she could kind of unlock. But yeah, man, she was in paralysis, a nice panic, locked up for 20 minutes easy.
What?
Where yeah, could
That's
move,
scary,
would
man.
move. It was super
Damn.
scary. I'd never seen that kind of impact on somebody from cannabis. It, it was super scary. Even more so when it was your daughter and she had grabbed it from, you know. And again, she's fucking 21 at the time. I'm not like talking about a 12-year-old here,
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, no, that's either
but
way.
nonetheless, you
Dude,
know,
I gave my fucking mom some Nutella that I made, some infused Nutella, and she fucking wigged out and was puking, and I fucking felt the same way. I don't care if it's your mother or your daughter or how old they are. You know what I mean? Like, you gave it to them, and you're fucking you made it, or even you bought it or whatever. You know, like you just you kind of know what they're going through because I've been to a point where I was fucking convulsive and like I fell asleep standing up against a wall one time and fell over and hit my head. I leaned against a wall and fell asleep standing up. um, man, I've definitely have experienced how there's that edge tipping point of edibles. You know what I mean? Edibles can rock your world or some good RSO. Woo! You know, like I made some good moonshine and made some RSO from that moonshine, and it was better than Everclear. And I don't know, I just took it was my best batch of RSO I ever made, and just like a fucking penny of that shit, a BB size of that shit will fucking rock your world. But we were just taking it off a syringe, and I fucking gave myself a little noodle, and I fucking oh man, I went to I hallucinated. I fucking was twitching out in my bed. Fucking, I couldn't sit still. Like I fucking kept rolling and shit. Like I was crazy. I was like, so I can definitely see how if if I can handle that, an experienced smoker and somebody that's had it in their system, a lot of their life, and just I don't know, like to see somebody that is a lot smaller and that hasn't had it that much in their life, to experience that same thing, can be like another level for them, So I don't know. It's
I've heard definitely some good-hearted RSO gone wrong stories. To be honest with you,
yeah.
yeah. Gave a syringe of RSO to my dad because his back pain. And fucking, he fucking ate the whole thing in one day and then slept for three. I've
That's how you,
definitely heard a few of those stories for sure.
I've heard of people doing that and curing their opiate addiction for sure. but not to their grandpa, their pop. Oh shit, dude. Oh no
A
way.
couple of elderly or older people stories with ourselves. It's all similar. Kind of went in heavy, just out for. I think the longest story or they said was like a week. They were out almost a whole week from ours, so that's a long nap. It's a long nap right there.
Fucking A. I wanted to ask you if you mess around with or have made or have experienced any like coconut oil uh infused coconut oil, whether it's with like, in a rub, like you could take your coconut oil, infuse it just like you would butter, and then you could also do that with arnica and 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 ginger and a bunch of different, like, Eastern medicine type of healing for your skin type of things, and make a balm out of your THC coconut oil. I recently just made a bunch of coconut oil and uh, then filtered it multiple times through a coffee filter, and and made sure there's no grit or nothing like that, and it's the smoothest coconut oil. But I had a buddy was asking me about like if I've heard about, like they call it like weed Viagra for women, and it's just the infused filtered coconut oil, and how, like, how sensitive and how a girl would use that for themselves, like a guy would Viagra, but they just rub it on themselves, and like, and it's like Viagra for women, bro. Like, just infused coconut oil. And they rub that shit on them and they pregame it, and a half hour later, shit's like fucking engorged and fucking ready to roll, dude. And a lot of girls say they've squirted for the first time, or like just crazy shit, dude. Like, and I just made a batch, and I'm about to try that shit out. I don't know. Have you heard of that shit or what?
Well, yes, is
Yeah.
the answer to your question,
Hell
Blind
yeah, dude.
Cat. Eh,
Blinded by the light.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mark.
That's all right. Shout out to
But
Blind Cat.
fucking yes. And yes,
You can call me Schmitty. I'll make it
yes,
short. That's my name, Schmitty.
yes, and yes are the answers to those questions.
Hell
I
yeah,
would say all that are pretty much true. Uh Definitely a worthwhile endeavor.
dude. It's so
Both
easy to make.
Yeah, definitely a worthwhile endeavor if both parties are willing. And
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
I've absolutely heard of it and experimented with it.
yeah. And you could, like, you can also use it for your, your sore joints, and you could put it in any food just like you would butter. So like if you made weed butter, people think of weed butter as like, oh, it's weed butter, but coconut oil is better than weed butter. I swear to God, like 100% for every aspect, for health reasons, for for availability to be able to use in different foods. You don't want to put butter on everything. It's just unhealthy. Like, I love butter, but coconut oil is where it's at, man. Like, you could fry with it. You could put it on your skin. You could put it on your fucking on anything. I mean, you can put it in a drink and not taste it. If you put butter in a drink, you know, you're gonna fucking taste it. But you can put a little bit of coconut oil, or fucking mainly like just with your meats. If you're a meat eater, like fucking cooking with it, and putting your chicken in it, or if you got an air fryer, just some of that on there. Like it's just the availability of the THC that is in there because the fats in the coconut are higher than in the fucking butter. I believe. I mean, I'm not spitting facts, but maybe I am. I feel like it is. I feel like I get more stoned off a smaller amount of coconut oil than I do with butter, and I feel guilty after eating the butter. You know what I mean?
Oh man, butter and butter. I do like me some butter though,
Yeah,
but
no doubt.
coconut oil is definitely where it's at. It's
Yeah.
butter infusion method.
Well,
Body absorbs it much better, healthier.
well, just for the the female Viagra factor, like no chick's gonna let me rub a cube of butter up in her, like, but like maybe if I spit the coconut game, she might be down.
Right.
I'm just messing with
Yeah, that's
you.
funny. That is totally funny. But yeah, man, I have yet to go do a lot with the coconut oil. My main butter, to be honest with you. Uh, sometimes in a pinch, I make a lot of hash. Sometimes
Oh
if
yeah.
I need some oil, I'll make just like heat up the oil and throw in a gram of hash in there, dissolve, and kind of
Hey,
finish out the recipe that way.
do you have a rosin press?
No, no. I'm still behind the curve on that shit, man.
Me
As you
too.
were talking about earlier about the whole garden thing there, man. I'm a caregiver with 5 patients, man. And I do everything myself. My fucking plate's kind of full as far as cannabis goes. I like my bubble hash, but man, I sure ain't. I'm not jumping on the train and squishing my hard-earned bubble. To be honest with you, I won't take it to that next stage. I'll keep it as hash. But no, I don't have rosin press.
I you Do you have pictures of any of your hash, man? Because like Blind Cat and fucking Johnny brought some fucking hash up from I don't know if it was from Miranda family or if it was from, I think it was from a cat that came out.
Loyalty.
Yeah, loyalty. There it is.
Tie.
It Dude, that fucking hash was fucking bomb, bro. It was clear bubble hash, bro. It was all fucking clear on the sides, and like, I mean, I've smoked a lot of good hash and some black fucking goop and some shit that just bubbles off the fucking side of the bowl. But this shit was fucking some of the best tasting shit. That loyalty shit, bro. Woo! So loyalty, dude, that shit was hooking. Hella good. Yep.
Right on.
Yeah.
I can
So,
appreciate that, man. Good
yeah,
bubble.
dude.
Why you gotta,
Dude, we dabbed, we dabbed the bubble, bro, and it was a good dab hit. We fucking freebased, the bubble on the fucking on a nail, and it was fucking clean, man. That was some good shit.
So do you prefer to dab at all? Do you normally dab?
Yeah, I've so just for me, it's about keeping an amount of THC in my body because the THC is the it's not the CBD. It's not for mainly everybody else in a lot of other conditions. Um, Different aspects and different parts of cannabis are what benefits them. But for my glaucoma is benefited by THC and the psychoactive effect of it and how it relaxes the inner and the outer valves of your eye that let in the fluid and let out the fluid, your vitreous fluid of your eye, which is like really thick and hard to put through a fucking tube anyway. It's like an IV type of fluid. It's like a gelatin type of. It's not like a watery substance. It's a thicker. very much thicker substance. Anyway, so when smoking THC alone, that's what dilates the inner and the outer valves of your eye, and then lets out the fluid into your eye, which is filling your eye with fluid. But then the outer valve also, it's like two sphincters that are fucking relaxing, like two buttholes that fucking open up to your pleasure. No, I'm just kidding. To fucking, then let in the fluid of your eye. So it basically just like opens up the pipes so my eyes can be at a normal level of pressure. And it's only THC that does that. So yes, by taking a dab or a concentrated form of THC, definitely keeps my pressure regulated for a longer period of time. And by just taking a fucking dab, it's like, I love smoking a joint, you know what I mean? But like when I just have to medicate, and sometimes I don't want to smoke a joint, or I have a family function or fucking some sort of thing where I need to be like more coherent, like just taking a quick dab, even though it's I think equivalent to the same concentration of THC eventually, but taking 10 minutes to smoke a joint, like you just get sidetracked by the amount of time and getting high. Like just taking a dab for me is like, I can still move on with my day. I'm high now, but I'm still have the same thought process as I had 5 seconds ago, because I'm not taking 20 minutes, 10 minutes to smoke a whole joint, So I don't know. I just feel like for my brain speed, taking dabs and concentrates is the way to go for just regulating quickly my glaucoma pressure. And because I don't know, a lot of the time I think that I want to have a level-headed brain, but I still like to party.
Red Pill suffers from eye problems as well. That hangs out to the show, and that cat's always he dabbing distillate is what he uses to relieve his eye pressure.
What does he do?
Distillate.
Oh yeah, he dabs distillate.
Yeah.
All right, I think I need to talk to him and fucking connect with this guy. See, that's
Red Pill 710.
Yeah,
On Instagram and YouTube. Yes, sir.
All right, I'm on it, dude. Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Hell yeah,
catch him in the Weed Nerd worlds when he wants to pop in and out.
Yeah.
Cheers, Red Pill, if he's listening.
I've been on the outskirts of your show for about a year now, and I've definitely gotten way more into it in the last couple months. And I've definitely paid attention, and we'll catch it more, here and there at first, but now like I'm watching it like more religiously, and just because I don't know, I'm getting more and more into experimenting with different ideas, and I have a lot of questions, and like you do a good job. So with connecting everybody, man, and for any question I could ever ask, man, like I know I could ask it, and somebody will have a good answer or lead me in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like you got a good variety of listeners, and yeah, this is the fucking spot to be, man. This the fucking
ton of cool fuckers hang out here, that's for sure, man.
No,
a lot
no
of
doubt,
cool motherfuckers hang out here.
Did you used to know Subcool or what?
Yes, I did.
That's right.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Blind Cat told me
he
that.
He was a good friend of mine, and I don't know how much I can show all this, but I DM'd it to a few people, 2 people, 3 people, maybe. I had can only show it fucking for a second to protect the innocent here. But I actually found something very special to me today. Uh,
What?
Out of nowhere, I was packing, starting. I may be moving, maybe have to move, whatever. But I was packing up some stuff, and I opened up one of these tubs behind me that has some shit in here, and I found something very special.
What?
Maybe not to anybody else, but to me. I have a lot of
So,
stuff from Sub, but I can guarantee, and a lot of other people do as well. But I guarantee, ain't none of you motherfuckers got one of these.
no way.
This is
Tell
a
me.
hand typed letter of recommendation from our friend Subcool
Oh
for
shit,
me.
son. No way.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It says right here, thanks for your interest in Subcool Seeds, TGA Genetics, and Subcools today. It
Yeah.
all starts with a seed. This was my for my to take with to my basically my letter of authenticity for new customers from Sub. We are a cannabis breeding company with a long history in the industry, supplying genetics in a seed form and developing new strains for the medical and recreational markets in the U.S. and abroad. We are a based in the U.S. with offices in Amsterdam and each of the state's opening points with restrictions on cannabis. We'll be opening other storefronts and offerings, proven genetics and great customer service. One thing this movement can't survive without is seeds. For over past 30 years, Subcool and his team has developed 197 different cannabis strains and currently offering over 40 well-known products such as Jesus OG, Pennywise, and multiple cannabis winning cups,
Yeah.
Vortex, and few other strains. I want to introduce my newest East Coast representative, Eagle Herd, Michigan native, master carpenter, and dedicated weed nerd. He is my official representative for the state of Michigan and has vast knowledge of our genetics, having grown over 50 of our strains personally. He messed up with 20, but it was 50 at that point.
For you.
The quality and consistency he saw led him to his position. Medical card holder since 2010 with over 15 years growing experience. Please let me know if me or Eagle can help you in any way with his name and number and signature. Uh, I thought
Fuck
that
yeah.
was kind of cool. Kind of cool. I'm a
I got
legend that kind of look up to.
I got
That
chills for you,
letter's
man.
6 years old. 6 years old when I fucking took on that responsibility with Sub.
Fuck yeah, man.
Before that, long time tester, man. I tested a lot of his gear and became a good friend over the years. But man, I miss that guy a lot.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
never
I got
met.
the chills. I seen that today, and I fucking looked at it, and I fucking kind of had forgot about it, to be honest with you. And fucking yeah. I
That's
was
cool.
super excited to see that.
Yeah, no, I lived in Sonoma County, and I think he lived there maybe, but I know he lived like in Mendo and or close
Isa,
to.
He lived in Mesa while he was in Arizona.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to California. Well, he lived in Mesa for the rest of his life, right? Yeah. So that's where my mom lived, and that's where I went to visit. For my acid trip that I was telling you about, and uh, just like it's weird how when he lived in the Bay Area in California, I lived in Sonoma County, and he lived in Mendo or Humboldt or somewhere close. I'm not sure where in that area. But then when I moved to Mesa, he moved to Mesa, and then like it was like and I didn't know anything about him at the time. Unfortunately, um, I didn't learn a lot about Sub until the end of his life, and even after his death, even. And so, but I just thought it was coincidence that I got into his learning style, and then I learned about how we both lived in the same areas at the same time of our life. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting, but irrelevant. But I just like he's one of my go-tos as far as knowledge, and as far as strains and fucking dude, he's the one of the top-notch breeders. And as far as I'm concerned, I grew a lot of his shit growing up, and I didn't even know it was from him or anything about breeders at the time. I just fucking grew the good shit, and the majority of what I grew throughout my life was from him. So, or a lot of it anyway. So
He definitely had that personality, that something, charisma, call it what you want, but man, he definitely had that flair that made you want to be hanging out, doing what he was doing, be a weed nerd, Even after as long as I knew him, fucking after I'd get off the phone with him, I still had that feeling like I talked to like a rock star. You know what I mean? He still had that. You know what I mean? It was, you know, everybody should have a friend like that. Somebody
hell yeah.
beside that. Cheers to Sub.
Hell
If you
yeah.
haven't watched his videos, or you're just learning how to grow, you should definitely go back and check out Sub Cool, the Weed Nerd, the original Weed Nerd.
Fucking with the hash bags in the sink and the fucking, fucking,
One gal hash bags,
yeah, with the fucking, he taught me to, instead of fucking, before when I first started making hash, I was pulling each bag one by one out of each bag. So I'd layer them all together, and he taught me to like, to just put it in a separate bucket, and it's very like self-explanatory once you do it for the first time. But then you're like, oh, why didn't I ever do this before? But like in the instructions of making hash or whatever, I don't fucking know. However I learned, it was just like pull each bag one by one from each other, to shake it and all that shit, and it's like fucking pull into each bucket and fucking pull, and then dump that and then fucking pull and then dump that and pull, like I don't know. He fucking, and then on his organics, just from starting from that, and I don't know, just scrogging, and just he touched in a lot of subjects that I fucking just started, not just started, but when I first started learning about, like when I would look up something, how to learn about that, like he would be the one that popped up. And Blind Cat fucking turned me on to that shit long time ago. Sub Cool, he's the one that introduced me to Sub Cool. Fucking shout out to Blind Cat again. What up, dog? What up, Johnny? What up, y'all? What up, Eagle? How you doing, brother? Shit. Oh man. Fucking I don't think I'll ever stop growing, and I don't think the knowledge of growing will ever, you know, I think there's always something to learn deeper into cannabis or soil or whatever fucking style of growing you're growing, like just there's always something new to learn, and and there's always expansion and learning that too. So I mean, having so do you just growing like 4x8s or 8x8s?
Right now, it's all 4x8
Yeah,
tents.
and you're
Eight.
rocking what kind of
Well, it
lighting?
was everything. Everything. There's a mix of everything here. 4K behind me, HPS. I've got LED panels, light bars, T5s, T5 LEDs, whole mix of things over here. Two cycles. HPS runs at night
Which
with the beds 24-hour, and then LEDs run during the day.
hell yeah. What's your prized possession light? What's your
Probably
favorite?
Low Pro Max
Yeah.
LED. Yeah, it's stuffed in a 4x4, way oversized for the area, but I got that as a test light. And I think fucking cries. See you later.
I just got involved with a company that they're just so I don't know if I'm like leaking information or whatever, but I'm sure it's public knowledge. But Samsung is bringing over their lighting company to the U.S. and setting up shop instead of Singapore or whatever, and and they are signing with this one company that I don't know if I'm supposed to leak it, but I have a fucking brokerage set up with a company that I'll put the link on my Instagram once it drops or whatever. But it's a lighting system that's almost 1,000 watts. It's a bar light system and it has infrareds in it, and it has a environmental control and lighting control system built into it for under $800, and it's all Samsung, like 301B diodes and 301H's or whatever, and it's through Samsung, but it's another company that they're subcontracting or whatever, working with, or but yeah, they're like I guess the equivalent or better. It's basically an HLG or um, a Scorpion, but with infrared bars and a lighting control system and a environmental control system that you can hook to like an infinity fan or uh, any newer age inline fan that has a control panel, so you can and then that way all your components are in the one company, so if something fails then you can replace the whole system with one company, or deal with one customer service, or do you know what I mean? You're not calling around to like 10 other companies, or but I just got involved with that, so I'm getting a couple sample lights from them too, and they are looking for somebody like yourself to an influencer that can put the word out, and you could at least be a tester for, and if you do like it, then you can put the word out, give your honest opinion or whatever. But yeah, dude, Samsung's coming to the US, bro, and they're gonna set up a lighting company very shortly, or if they already haven't or whatever. So
It
it's
only
pretty
makes sense. They're
it's
only
pretty
supplying the diodes for everybody else.
yeah.
It only makes sense for them to run a sister company. rock the market.
Mm-hmm. So, and then to have the, a lighting control system, which is, hundreds of dollars, and then an environmental control is, another couple hundred, and then some LED bars or infrared lighting or whatever it is. I have the link in my email. I just haven't even dove into it yet. I just got it yesterday, so um, I'll be sure to let everybody know, or fucking talk to you guys on the community chat or whatever. But if anybody's interested, dude, it's under $800. I think it's in the $699 range. So to have like 1,000-watt LED that takes up you can grow in a 5x5 area with that at least. So I don't know. My buddy's working for him, and he spit the game and sent me the email, and it sounded very interesting. So thought I might mention it.
It does. Yes, thank you, man. Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I said, man, it only makes sense, man, that they should put out a light. Man. They're the ones leading the technology. Why not be ahead of the game and let everybody else catch up?
Hell yeah. You mind if I grab a beer real quick?
Oh, go ahead.
I'll be back sick. I'm gonna take a piss too.
Right.
Time out. Just kidding.
Intermission. It's going to take a quick intermission. Cheers to the Crack Babies ZWC. Of course, much respect, martial artist 2012, Burning Tree Nursery, Maine. God, I read it that slow. I can't probably fuck it out about 1,000 times. Cheers to you. Much respect, Mr. Green Fingers and Mr. Smiley. Claudie Goslin. Blind Cat 420. Cheers to you, Mr. Scato. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this fun episode. I know I am. It's safety rating. Dab song, he says. Well, I don't do the dab song during spotlights. I'm always afraid of copyright issues taking down somebody's episode. Did that with my tattoo guy. I agree with him. It's a good deal to have, Sharate. Cheers.
Dude, that's crazy. My buddy I was just talking about that in the lighting company, he started calling me. Hold on, dude. Grab my beer over here, bro.
Yeah. So instances of where your ears ringing. I think how that one works. Please give me some news. What kind of news? I've always wanted to fucking see somebody come on here and do like a daily. If you would like to come on and do daily news, I'd fucking think that would be awesome. I do not have the time for it, but man, it would be cool as fuck. Dog down. Cheers, go Cal. Cheers, everybody else. Hopefully, you've got a fucking full tray. Hopefully, a joint lunch or something in your hand. What are you smoking at? Well, I've got a chance to ask. Well, and buddy. Me and buddy, it's not supposed to be in the good dogs. Unknown F1, what am I missing in chat? I guess you're smoking on. Real skills, unknown F1. Sounds pretty good. Pakistan Deep, Pakistan Valley. Sounds pretty good. Lotto times Billy Boo sounds pretty good as well. Snuggle Funk, nice to hear. Rose, Live Resin. Interesting. I'm some sub cool stuff at the moment. Glad he says. It's Chernobyl. Puppies. He's not no puppy. That dude's fucking damn near 10 years old. Animal Mets. Cheers. Sounds good. Cheers, brother. Killing it, 9%ers. Fuck, these days, man, I'd have been slurred. Slurred. Fucking 3 down on some 9%ers.
Got
Damn.
my mini pool. Got the mini pool table.
Well prepared.
Yeah, hold on one second. I pulled it out. Pulled the microphone out. All right, there we go. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
Right on. So are you prepared for this coming spring? What do you plan on putting out there?
Well, I am open to any options anybody's got, but also, yeah, I plan on putting a bunch of those Amy's. Dude, those grew really well outdoor, for me anyway. The Godivas, they didn't grow tall, but they fucking just bushed out and fucking, oh man, the pods on those and just the fucking, it was almost, the bud was almost like the structure of a sour diesel. I don't know if you've ever trimmed that, but it's a bitch. And just how big the pods are and how the leaf grows on it. But they were fucking straight potty, sticky, fucking nasty, like just some dank, like Godiva, some dank. I like that Godiva, man, especially outdoor. And the leaves turned almost deep purple, like just black, almost like a fucking faded pair of Dickies, like fucking. I mean, just some fucking. It was good, man. And I think I pollinated. I think I had a male in one male in my area, and I think I got it in time. But I have a couple Godivas that got pollinated, I think, or they hermed out. I'm not sure. I mean, pretty sure they just got pollinated. They don't look any way of being hermed out. So I'm gonna just keep those and fuck around with those and call it a proprietary or whatever and just fucking rock around. Like I like doing that shit. Like sometimes we breed by accident, It's how my son was made. I'm just kidding. But
Man, I have been flinging beans for the last month. Tell me if fucking sometimes breeding heads by accident.
So you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, if you I'm very open to suggestions. I really, really want to know from anybody what they recommend for outdoor, especially for maybe dry environments and
for, the hottest we got last year was 110, but where I'm at, like it's pretty good weather. It's just very zero, the humidity is very low. So I'm, and without that good humidity, you're losing out on a lot of terps and by being so dry and whatnot, so a lot of stickiness and a lot of flavor and just, I'm, you know, I'm trying to figure out some ways to find a good strain for outdoor for desert environments or just in general, like somebody's had some good success for a monster plant outdoors that was some fire, like, let it be known. It'd be much appreciated.
I've never done any true outdoor growing, just some little bits here and there, single plants. Moreover, that I put out there to breed veg, and I end up just letting finish off here and there. But yeah, nothing that I intently put out there from finish to start. I use that area as my buffer. That here in Michigan, we have our caregiver system, which allows me to grow 12 plants per patient plus myself. So 5 patients plus myself. But then we have also each property has the right to grow 12 plants as well. So I kind of use that area there as my like buffer. So like basically if I want to keep something and I didn't keep some clones of it or something else, that's usually set outside for a minute until some space in the medical garden opens up.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know what
The loopholes, I guess we could say.
Yeah. Hey, just a heads up, my phone just hit 5%. So as much as I'd love to keep talking, I think I got to call it short here. I don't have a charger nearby. I think I can grab one, but fuck. Oh, yeah. If you want to give me a minute, I can grab one.
It's up to you. It's up to you. We can either keep rolling or you can go grab it.
Yeah.
We'll fucking.
All right. All right. Well, how much time we got on the clock?
An hour, a little under an hour left.
An hour.
We went the distance. Yeah. Otherwise, we could also take a break and you could grab your charger and we could fire up the Weed Nerd World if we wanted to do that.
Let's do that.
Well, before we do that, you gotta use your last 5% with me. Basically. So basically, what I gotta tell you, Blinded by the Light, is first of all, thank you very much for hanging out. You have to do this to get your Weed Nerd World Pass. The same Zoom link that I sent you is pretty much your link for the Weed Nerd World. If you ever need another one, let me know, but keep that one safe. It is always good from here on out. Again, kind of a thank you for your time. Minimum I can do. Time is our most valuable possession. Last thing I'd like to get from you before we head out here for a minute is, of course, the sound bite. Basically, what I'm looking for. You know what I'm talking about? You can save me a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah. So I tell me what to say and I'll say it.
Basically, what I'm looking for, the minimum version is hey, this is Eagle. My version, of course. Hey, this is Eagle, and I'm on fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 572. You can put whatever you want before, after that, as long as you kind of got that in there. I'm cool with anything you lay down. So I am ready anytime you are, my friend.
All right. Yo, what up, dude? This is Blinded by the Light, and I'm here with Talking Shit with Eagle. Caw-caw!
Episode 572.
Episode 572, mother. Yeah, my bad. I
There
fucked
we
that up.
go.
Damn it, I'll do it over if you
Yeah.
want.
I'll take another roll, but that was good. That was
All
good.
right, give me another
You
roll.
wanna- Here we go.
What up, what up? This is Blinded by the Light, and this is Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 572. Caw-caw!
Fuck yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. This has been a fun episode, man. Chat has said good things all night long. Man, I got a ton of respect for you. We have
Right on, brother.
tons, few things in common, and I deeply, deeply respect to you, your accomplishments on the mat, my friend.
Thank you,
So,
sir, man.
cheers to you, man.
Means a lot to me. Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna fucking stretch my legs, fill my tray, and empty my bladder. I will see you guys in a few minutes in the Weed Nerd world. If you guys aren't gonna tune in, well, thank you for hanging out till this point, and meeting this great dude. Thank you, Cat 420, for suggesting him. Honestly, a great new member to the community, and it was an honor to meet you. So with that being said, if you're not moving on, don't forget random acts of kindness do save lives. Don't be afraid to help somebody out. We are out of here. Thank
Peace,
you one
man.
last time, Blinded by the Light.
Yes,
See
sir.
you